The new patriotic party are here this morning to brief you on the happenings regarding our regional chairman Abronye. Well, the police invited him on Monday, the 8th of September. He responded to the invitation by the police, went with his lawyers, submitted himself to interrogations. Within an hour of interrogations, he was whisked into NIB custody. The question is, why would the police investigating a matter and has its own police cells decide to send a citizen who is being investigated on a matter which is a misdemeanor into NIB custody? It must be stated that our checks at the NIB confirms that the NIB is not interrogating Abronye, neither are they investigating him. According to the NIB, they are only recipient of the man Abronye. In other words, the police sent him there that they should keep him. That is why they received him. But they are not the ones who are investigating. So the question is, why would Ghana Police Service claim to be investigating a person and rather decide to send him to NIB cells? Is it to punish him or what? Then they kept him the whole of Monday night and Tuesday morning, being the 9th. He was brought to court. When they brought him to court, counsel for Mr. Abronye applied for bail. The police insisted that they still needed him for further investigation. Therefore, they want him to be remanded into lawful custody. Of course, the judge.
Abronye den, Abronye wa den. Abronye den.
That's what kind of who say be.
I wa den, Abronye no so wa gidi atama. Wo mesu Abronye ko. Nye pa kakaka be ne di Abronye do tu. Ye ti ade asesa be dem fisa na nado. O munku ayi, na minku na nado. Na den ye ni promo ana. Say the people here be $100, $100 we go be sell Gucci. Who be dollar who na this sell Gucci or aden. Ama mu no the propaganda na be you to some ntimi mu a. Mo dia mamu fama asem ma ye so. MPP dia. Some say mo be chi e dia, ene e che ne dia, ene mo be nya chichi. Wo se nka ya no ntumi de nka ya no ntumi.
Ma me say unsuro e chi na police wo be chi say.
Na chi dia na police wo be chi me aden. Ati na o chi me a Abronye ya chi ni aden. Aden o chi me sase. Me kama adwena wo be chi me a chi me. Me tire ma adwen asa me ya Ghana ni me tire ma adwen asa wo be cheme say dia wi aye no adana na adu nti na se be say MPP obi a wo ya MPP wo ya lawyer bi e ma wo me di MPP bi wo na say MPP ni ya pa obi a wo bu ni ho na ya ba na o ma do di
nfa bi tse wan ya nfa wo mu no tse wan ya
ya pe buga na say we do tam ni do e be ba national executive no plan no mo no say ni ya pe gigi yes sure that's sure me jo me ma me yonko ba ru na o de ba me de papa ya adwene de ya be kan na aka kira me ma bra me ya Ghana ni me ka ambi sama mo no etwa ya me ka etwa ya me ka
thank you
you are on the money mama TikTok no I did the party mo and that person e buy if I be ko say ne ye be ne kira ye was say all ye nyina ne say o ja so be tracing perform mu TikTok di atem na mo go buy prison if I be ko say no tie so de be ko e be ko down ye so ko de sa de man na de ba power sa de na so de ko position Ghana photo am you are on the money mama say how much is Ghana and the dollar ko ye so ntiri nyina ho ye so mo Ghana fo nya aduma ye and mo say no family I don't want them to hear so you pay more than 200,000.
Former president who they can tell the young family to media for the young family to will be a statement and yes, I will be there for Ghana and can you won't be a Ghana Ghana from assemblyman up to president or to be fair abusunya poor we have tribe say achim sakawa ya Ghana ha imam fuo obi anka afi asofu fuo hoy na kasa ye
ayaya kadian na wo je o se Abronye kadian nti achim ya Ghana na do your question ayi otukwa no o se na do no ku ne ye adai ay Abronye wa kuni ya Abronye beba yeah mo ya
that they one day have questions to answer as far as the use of state machinery against the lives of innocent citizens are concerned. Thank you very much.
Council want to bring the court that investigations are still ongoing and that the accused person be remanded into police custody to continue with ongoing investigations. And under the circumstances, this is based on electronic evidence. Whatever he said, whatever he is alleged to have said, is electronic. Why must it take dates for the person to be remanded into police custody before he can continue with investigation? You see, under the Criminal Other Offences Procedure Act of 1960 Act 8, Section 96(4) clearly tells the court that the court should not withdraw bail as a form of punishment against an accused person. Under the circumstances, we clearly see that the court is just withdrawing bail against Abronye use that as a punishment against an accused person who has not pleaded guilty to the offences that he has been charged with. And a clear breach of Article 1920 or 1992 Constitution. But we believe in the rule of law in due process. Certainly, we are the instruction of our clients to pursue their matter. And as far as that is concerned, we'll climb up and make sure that his liberty is restored. Certainly, he has been remanded for
when is the next?
Just 2 weeks. Certainly. Yeah, we look forward that he come back on the view on the return.
What was the spirit of your?
And no signing exact.
Sorry, that they one day have questions to answer as far as the use of state machinery against the lives of innocent citizens are concerned. Thank you very much.
Council for
RASH HOUR Foundation, GhPage Media say Christmas with the widows. Just say, I couldn't afford so. I'm with the brony no be a why. This won't know where I want. Why never did you want so? And GhPage Media say, one run on so more. Yawobia, run I am a grand for your ninja. He said, Bear many fear na samaba. Bear many shifty. I said, Bear many wa, I couldn't afford. Omubedi dane. Yameson Pasonisa will be Korean Yanka, and here Kunafo. And T. Mumakaya home, RASH HOUR Foundation, Mumra, Christmas with widows, Mumra, RASH HOUR say, Mumra, Christmas with the widows, and here Kunafo na, Mumra, Christmas with the widows, GhPage for say, Mumra. Christmas with the widows, share, and yet your body pay. Nikunube wajano, now I be kuneni, then so abanisa, ebine CCA, Monshe, a defense minister, environmental minister, Omo Frim, Sesame, Onion Waye, Kunafo, and until the RASH HOUR Foundation, I say, one man in Copa, one man in Yapa. GhPage Media say, Mumra, Christmas with the widows, RASH HOUR Foundation, Mumra, Christmas with the widows, Rashad they say, Mumra, Christmas with the widows, Mumra, my baby Bisha, Christmas with the widows.
RASH Syrians, are you ready for your favorite RASH HOUR show? With the one and only El Supremo, the blogging Supremo, international Supremo, Supremo numero uno. RASH Syrians, are you ready for your favorite RASH HOUR show? With the one and only El Supremo, the blogging Supremo, international Supremo, Supremo numero uno.
Abusa for yama obibi akwaba GhPage TV me gidi sa dom ne ahwe nti no so ho ye ene Friday ene date the 12th day of September about 12:30 pepe ye betena se ne master tia twetwe nkomo yi abusa asem ne doso ye bedidi nkomo ye bobo so de wonti ase nyina na mechichi mu de ma before I call nsem so ma men kai wo say RASH HOUR Foundation for ye dwumadi ya say December ya to the din say Christmas with the widows. I was just over kaya ye di kaya entete ye for all these years no afibia so ade oba bia yeko afibia so aye oba bia yeko last year men kaya last year crowd yeko about 2 orphanages back here Down syndrome which is step by step ye free on them yeko kikus and also for children's home ekoya adoye kama kocheche omo ne ma. But this time around no RASH HOUR Foundation your plan and the GhPage for your planning in say momekan ho na ye ni akunafo specific akunafo enkabum na ye ndi Christmas yi na enye fe Abra na start ko enu nti na ya start ntem kan ho asem no abuza ya adopt one community that community no ye ni ni widow se wo ma na ni omu nyina ebetena se ye bebonwa mo magye omani ye bi mo didi ye wia ya ye o ma achede adoye papa bia na ya ho de ntimi ye nkwan ho de ntimi eru nti na ye to nsa afre wo se bra be kan ho. Come and join hands with us na ye nyina ye ntimi moa na ye ntimi nye na nye fe abuja se wo bibia obi on mo be se me bring den to ba obi on wo so be se wo mo nyema bia mpese me de ba de enje ade a ye nje eye aduane a ye pro because of time on into the aduane a ye pro na ye nje aside that do be bre bia ye nsam be som na ya je na ya da wase entade mpaboa and toma bags enuane rice milks milo bia ye je na obi yorum so a na ho de nti no wase o me ni sika abuja number betim dia faso this kaya bre 059 3025576 059 3025576 edi and that's on GhPage Limited na wasani a message e WhatsApp the same number na se ene de be mo ti abuja me kan ho na yin na yen kamum na yen konkoye Christmas with the widows na enye fe abuja Bible ne say religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress. For all these years, you share orphans a lot. This time around, you see a tiny a share a year widows. Bekain, na yin na yenkoye na enyefe. Abuja, Medina Rashad, Mamma Coming Abba Makwaba. Asu-B.
Supremo. International Supremo. Supremo numero 1.
Kokuna ho ye de.
Nyame adom me ho ye papa.
Nyame adom so ho ye papa.
Nyame ase.
Christmas with the widows asem na make.
Yes, very very important. Since the last year I said okan ye kan ye the first part. Na we ne awusia ne nyanka akwakosia afen so na adu akunafo and so very 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 important.
So oba be mo ye kunase friend kunani sa.
Ono so ye kunani.
Okay, so oba kunani be mo kunani. Okay. Eti ani omumi enu na e kan bom.
Na e kan bom.
Ya be say ye ma na ye fe.
Yes.
Eti abuja ya mfi susua. Mo me so ye mfi na mo mo ye na ye nyama na nye kama. Obetimi na scan afa 0059 3025576 and only a GhPage Limited. And I bet you so there for 0242285108 and no manager number what's in Dennis and also we are in Sabeka na yesu ensaka na ya dawase ntiabuzua ye hwe obi ni momi ente wonka ye da mase bebre kwagu
Supremo
ya kweso no na me pese start di enkomo kakra.
Yes.
And the topics no e do so kakra.
Yeah.
But ye be ni nyina.
Ye be.
Minim say ye.
So Wednesday and Saturday topics. Ye ho nya enti.
Exactly. Abronye yasa so zankutwa another 7 days. Abronye zankutwa 7 days. Ye ba be di ho komo ye wi a Kofi Akpalu ya man bill.
Yeah, Papa Kofi Akpalu.
He's able to meet the 10 million bill condition no. Ye wi a ye be bo wura eye wa wani tua Mahama Akachi.
Okay.
Yeah, President Mahama.
Yeah.
We're meeting the press and I'm saying bebre a ye be bobo.
That was Wednesday evening.
Yes, acheche ya dwen. Ye wi a Ghana for sinkete so mo pamu Nigeria for. We will talk about it.
Yeah.
Ye be di ho komo. Ye wi a small girl bi so yes we kune ho bi so no na ewu details ni nyina ye be ba.
Wow.
Na ye die no so nkomo. Na finally ye bowura ya jagraja akachi. Was in case me nchiro.
Odi for come next time.
Was in case me. Yes. Ni nyina ye be ko na akodi hu no so nkomo.
Wow.
It go ye nche hu no. Abronye. So be kaya last week at the farm. I think say he was picked up on Monday. And Ghana police statement babonti. They saw a statement no. Say he's been arrested. Charging of Fatoswami. All right. Ghana police had a charge bono. Say Dave Metrew Fatoswami. Okay. I was from a charge exactly as Ghana police they told no. Edi ama atie for na ye nyina no ya bobo hu akenkan bi edi ama obibia. I said the word was come on a ben. Was ka we come on a ben.
Yenya Supremo yenya.
Very good. Almost say he's been arrested for offensive conduct conducive to the breach of the peace. No na Ghana police for the ball no that was on the 8th September. Yeah the channel. Yeah they call court. I think it's on Tuesday. And Omaka say judge and say police for the sorry. Prosecutor sorry. Na sem nyina etia. Say afi no mo gather information videos and seminar Abronye kan na e betimi affect the peace of the country no.
Yeah.
It yeah almost court mo break akra and na court say okay mo fa nko na Friday mo fa mbra me gidi say no Friday na prosecutor why ready na prosecutor say pen and e de ni kokoshim and e de ne buy ye buy wan cha court kra judge bet na say no na prosecutor say oh my lord no yes my lord ye pesenka and ye kan asem no pa information bi ana ye hwensanka eti my lord be some days kakra kan ho a my lord keka na niam keka bo mu no se da bi Abronye sakutwa 7 days bra eti Abronye ko obeba next week na ye say eno so no obetena se na ye ne naka na ya hwe se ye be ma ne bill na se ye be ne dey eti abusafo na de ho no ye ko ye ro mbasa na ye ko so ho no the reality ne say party for ba ho party for ba ho am be ye dede papa say the kwa mo fa de Abronye fa so no ntwa ye e ma be bre cite example e bi mo say Yeri Mahama opposition cry no frey the whole family of Akufo-Addo say omoye Sakawa family was a visa.
Yeah.
A lot of things. Bimo citing Kevin Taylor, a lot of things. It's an omunim di entia. Mose Brai akodi atem. And one amojina so di achino. Kwa ku menim di obeka fa ho.
Supremo yen charge for na Friday do bia bia Nyankopon instraso ma no and de hu hia pa ana hu hia me na Abronye be obi a nso no on shedding politics no obi an seduce ye ne de on right from day one I attend in can radio so you hu ni TV so on style of politics ni different on style of politics na de bia nim say or very loud
okay
na o attack o bolding o nyo mu a obeka say ehu enti no o de nsem be hye mu ade no nani nje ho a obeka so even on one party members crown no sa asem no enye ne da obeka kire wo obeka sa to authority am sa asem dia enye me de enti that is who Abronye is and when your opportunity or platforms be bre akeka de officer can be time I know opposition back in the day omoba aban mu and now back to opposition but recently said na Abronye sie na nyoma no na enyen kofon because said the medical ka unim right from day one or no be our sesa but on sesa na our opposition no na obusa say wakwa aban mu kakra unim say the city say wo aban mu ne kaseti aban no especially say kan sam a enye nokre and as say be kra eye nokre kra na enye nyina na e ka no publicly because of insunsanso ni impactor e betimi di amba o man ntin so unim ne sa de a adenti na nkase say na wakwa aba no obeka asem ne de ye expect say obeka nokre no but nokre no ka o sie no now presenting here at least I think some be appealing to the people a chance said there one kasa person canon no but then Abronye call back to say the person na no can say the pay because IGP will be call Mahama ho go for ajeje jomo de pa obi agene de initially call kind na nshutu sa but later na o can say or political asylum ni ade no people have to go back
ade na ko
ya kan to say nkofo sorry na mu hurihuri no wo ni ade a enya ma menko na menko hwa ade ni yi kofo yem hye wo mo papa man kan na mo
nsem no kan no
yes menim nipa ba ko a otie nsem na obeka so nsem Abronye kan de normal
otie ne normal
so o ka say normal la o normalizing it because otie nsem wa na NPP nso power na ebia NDC fo bi kan that is the only way abet makasa me na so normalize no but nsem na nkasa anya normal
okay
the building democracy and for someone any the position no wo no any baby wosua de aduro no you would expect say no any so kaka ansem I was say you know boys and girls no more streets so now sometimes they don't know the impact of nsem no maka ni bi ananko mo kan say obeka say okay we cross say no onim but for Abronye de na hardwin supremo e kwa ya fa
so obeka che say omu ade
o say
na nsem ho maka che say omu ade
and I say true and one make say onim no a so but enye normal
what I
say enye normal so kan nsem na o kan but supremo onim one thing they say ekwa mo fa so mo de Abronye ba ekono menti ase o Black Maria no enti Black Maria ni djuma foforo di because Black Maria anka emva ne senka ye side ya na bia basa ye be koso wa ana omo suspect say Abronye nkofo betima be ye gidigidi o betima so nkofo bebregu Black Maria ni ndi o makwa na
well last time okwa kwade so obi ama ho
obi akra nsi ho eden ya na nkofo be ba be ye o ho gidigidi a anasa Abronye hu nko ate sanye nto no nko e ba Black Maria mu no da ɛna ɔhu sɛ the other day no ne yɛ ka sɛ nsɛm no Abronye kan ni nyinaa no obi te nkyɛn bi obi betima ka sɛ ɛna what media no so no work na criminal libel law no 2001 July kan one sem August president Kofo e de nsa hya ase ne ade but supreme ye kan aba besi so say criminal offenses no ye obi wo ho a Act 29 section 208 of Act 1960 criminal way no offenses no ye no ebetimi ama Abronye ho a kyerɛ
ebetimi de gina so am waso ahye
waso ehye pa saa so na wo hwɛ a Electronic Communications Act 775 section 76 ya no so na so betima ye hye ni nyina kasafa ensem a se be bia wo to ato enipa nim public nim enye no kre e betima disturb the public peace enti no ya no betima mo aso ye hye
se gina so de che shata
enu ne gina so de che de che shata ye de achichi nkofo bebre TikTok fo ye de achichi bi enu bi na de nya Abronye tutie de na lawyer ekanya e ye hona na lawyer anso de nenam but lawyer mom e feel say emra no so sa kire say yemfa enchie say no so san service anase be conditions ni ade yensan fan service punishment emfa many pa no enti no Abronye osisi e nam he efa na Abronye gya na odwane akọ enti emma ni be oni emfa nka asem ana emfa gather evidence obi so betima raise concern say nipa yi de ebema e wo se e ba no kokko twere baabi na nanso akiri asade na ba no ene say ono oto nyina wa twetron krata wo pe political asylum dada
o ba say asylum na ebusa no so wonko
na no twetron krata na ye dey
o mu busa no say it's right now no any of those states no kase e ma wa asylum wa be ko so wonko o say ye nyina etra kuruma ye gana yi
ye krata na o twero ko ye nti sa krata na obetima say instruct no lawyers no mo de ababo nti abeka kire Ghana for say me adam trust sa krata me nya ntwero bi na ne nkofo nso wonko so won timi mfo ano nka na sa keke broni de ono broni pe bibia formally ade no atwraba ne consider enti no obi nso betima ye sa argument on the other side so on ye nya mfre no mfa ne ma ye kra metoto na no kra o pe kwan bi so afiro manim
ti the man obi dwane
enti I feel say sa political asylum letter ne ade no nyina no rushe etu kai a Wednesday no na me busa say sabe penny so brimo me no mienu na bia ye pekon atu aye bebre na sabe penny a wo connections wo namfono wo opposition e wo namfono wo party esanso wo namfono wo isa diplomatic ayi mu nyina o peso otu kwan easy tie na peso otu kwan na siki asylum ada na wa anko na akokodura na ne ba bia o so wura ko siki asylum bia wa wura ko siki asylum na wo tena ase aye nto no ana akwa fasade we na but then I feel say
he's not being treated well
omuma ni bill asem no de waka asem no me gina ase asaka nobody should take me out of way one kasaye especially ni dibre ene ni nimde so ana make sure say your boys na boys ya kasa o Galamsey site she boys ya no kasa o ghetto ana president who ni answer sabe president o say president o ira say o kasa answer o tina o sina minim say wo kasa tia even though ignorance of the law no excuse but sanko for na o ti o mase because of baby no more no direction no more no way wo but wo there you should know better
abuja for me kakra na ye kwa Abronye you see sometimes mete emrana se kakra in as much as chi omo no mo peso mo ja no I feel say omo de yekokobo omo de yekokobo ama ye no mo ewu akire no samaza hwa no kasa yi
nye bibia na kidigidi
bia se na wonye de be batim bia na woka akwaku na de batim bia na aka me tonu de omdirim
kasa bri
woni msema ha me nsema shemso what did I mention say me huni say okay abrochire kro mota use that thing as example
yes
you check big fish need not set example to what teach you because hey Charlie Abronye kra na ye twene sere ne abasa say no and then because I'm very careful is that I feel that is where on person use the law as a corrective form of punishment say ye the twiaso near the bo of fearful so koko obviously next week about I suspect some money bill and all that but Abronye should learn
yeah
also usually last 4 years last week akoy who's MPP ni bienzo
a Thursday no
omanko afia de minim de omo ye afia de omo bakakra no ma omegina das as a leverage eme tobe ye ma bail ani ntwa asemu and opposition the fact say NDC opposition they might have said some words does not mean say also those things it doesn't make sense it means say we not progressing in life say we ye bintimi sum ba be ye bia how will we ever move forward in life At your mind, Ghana, nobody movie on.
Yeah.
Say if NDC was in a position, they use people like Kevin Taylor, they use Crawford to say, Cheney Jonas, they use Captain Smart, they use Young Dongo, they use a whole bunch of people. And they said and did worse than the Abronye. But it doesn't mean say one more position, baby. You see, that is the beauty of democracy.
Yes.
Let us know you are bigger than the other person.
Yes.
As simple as that.
Yes.
Where you have been to the same thing. Emfa. You mean now Abronye, you should be free. Because when I quite a tea, you probably for about. Nitie, or from fear or Kasa or be careful. And I am penning for no son. Me, well, what did you attempt? Attempt did you crime?
Say nothing, dear Kwan, and then some are say, especially IGP in sense of your
Castle corrupted.
I don't say, almost said the public peace.
That be a civil case?
Okay, so that is the other side of the conversation too. Yeah, that should be the other side of the conversation.
I'm looking at say, Appiah Stadium, not say IGP issue no one. First of all, what do you attempt? What moving? 3, we can't try to so we are corrupt. Shouldn't it be a civil case? The Ghana Police Service or the IGP sues the regional chairman for defamation or good fee. Or me prove baby cry or who's so watch bribe. Shouldn't that be the law? And now, minimum there.
Yeah.
But it's a sanity here. I don't know if for some run so. Because you see the dear Chinese and the kind
yeah.
Say sanity here. Yeah, watch it. You say, oh, okay. It will be trying to so but a quite different way because me kai say 2011.
Yeah.
One
Esankuma kind of fantastic lawyer.
Emma Supreme Court ever catch say would the president at any crime.
Yeah.
Esankuma kai.
Yeah.
This is just a couple of years ago. It's Supreme Court interpret would the president any crime. Then what exactly are we doing here? Oh, yeah,
and a case to say answer we
want to learn.
Case to say
yeah. Oh,
wondrous wonder of Facebook. Supreme Osman Control say use your platform well. Danger workers say any. Also, what collective form of punishment are you talking about, Supremo? What did the same collective form did Azoka?
Oh, but well, the Azoka didn't.
Yeah.
I understand.
So,
there is a statement.
What is the statement now?
Police the statement about Bontia. Azoka has been arrested. He's been granting a bail, and he'll be in court on a.
He's been arranged, for court.
He's been arranged for court on this. He's going to court.
Okay. Yes. Following the commencement of investigations into an alleged assault on Alhaji Masaudu Osman at Akwatia on September 2nd, 2025.
All right, and the letter came out on the 12th of September.
On the 12th of September, yes.
Okay.
During the 2025 Akwatia by-elections, the Eastern South Regional Police Command on September 10, 2025 arrested suspect Alhaji Sofu Azoka in Tamale. 2. Caution statement has been obtained from the suspect and has been released on bail to report to the Eastern South Regional Police Command in Chebi on September 16, 2025 at 10 a.m. for him to be arraigned before the court.
All right. So, you know how many? Okay,
3. The police assures the public of thorough investigation into the matter, hence, entreats all to remain calm as further development shall be communicated.
All right.
Signed.
It's Azoka Day, okay?
Yes.
I like you so far Azoka Day. Incident in the sea, according to the police statement released today, they are telling us say Chebi, Eastern region.
Yes.
Yacheno. Ama you actually statements. Obi and Dave Fatos Mami. Obi a year Yamani bill. Yamani bill. And I catch and say on the 16th, which is I think next week Tuesday, Wednesday, Omra David Freso. Omra court. Omra on reporting him to that Southern commando. Now you're reading for court that very day.
Yeah.
It's well, that is what the police is telling us. And I have no reason to doubt the police. Me any reason I doubt the police for in channel. He's been arrested, he's been granted bail, he's supposed to be there a report on 16th, he will be arraigned for court on 16th.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m. Date class Asha.
Yes.
Time. It's well, I don't know what it's
maybe the culture wonders wonder and say until also because now you address issue.
What I say?
You can use your platform well, then also can also on that case in the any let them I build the case so you don't do now man here to say.
I remember say so far as issue this year. We condemned it.
Yes.
Yet in a studio, he's now. Say,
when you
say, tears or boys or Tamalina boys. Say, when you and I believe say a lot of people are now looking up to him. Sometimes original chairman. To say, well, you're deputy national chairman.
Why godfather?
It's why a godfather in the party. It's an Onyama boys and I want to see on the We said it, and we even went on to say, Masaudu no one queen. Or say any brother.
Yeah.
Emma Masaudu no Kratama by and catch and say, we are brothers, why are you doing this? He was even laughing at that time. Emma boy, I was a blue if I green. What I say? We remember say we all said say and you're fine. The mere fact said Yakwa Kutia, the BCB ready Yabako, Yakwa, me any Becono. It doesn't mean say Obi and your crack.
Yes.
We said it, we condemned it. And now, luckily for us, police say omde ne court on the 16th. It's the mere fact say the mere fact say Kofi ya be a yan change say okona ko ebi. What I say? Onono ko ye or throw statement. Your money bill, yes, you won't coffee. What do you buy? You know, your throw statement, and court. And you're remanded. Opiana day. You're careful. Abronye, he's been aggressive for so long. On Tony Bossy. Obitincha, Obaka and Williams case in the crown a year, Juma.
I know Mr. Boys because it's Empire and I started here, Juma.
On slow down.
No, for your difference, I'm maybe cross one anyone.
What I say, on slow down, Oba, I believe this might serve as a lesson to him. Party in the position chairs out 6 months to 8 months.
Oh, when chair,
more years of trouble.
And none
several years of trouble.
I feel so grand and can some nakasi about more. It's no tone down, you know how to go about things. But the main problem here. On say Azoka di a buy or not do call your money bill.
Yeah.
Because see is a buy and a casa Azoka. Yet not to one. Yaramandana. Sorry. And found walk. Oh, Ghana. Oh, money bill and date is so as soon as your friend say, or messing quite to wait my son. And to say a police amana opening na ehun ebedro no ye behun videos but you see me problem na say Abronye ni ba bia akọ
ye na na tia
mo mani bill
okay
onkun nipa
but say Krasa Supreme Court really say every offense is bailable
depending on say the obesi abeka 17 ni ade
Supreme Court will say every offense say capital ekwani ma bill but say Omo really say every offense is bailable.
It's your best friend. Your papa no ni ba bia akọ. Your man do beku fie kama edru ho court. Sa na nke de wi aba na de asomdwa aba ne on say de besi aye ne. But say de o kan no. Obi an ni tin obi an so no de ene ne de.
Ba wo da so gina de ogina say Abronye mu ade no.
Crow.
Mu ade.
Enyo. Supreme enyo. Na yo sre on. But enyo. Ya fa bi bia nto nche Supreme enyo.
Abronye mu ade.
Enyo he enu nti na ho. Eyese ya. Supreme say yese ya ho. Ayana mpanimfo a ombeti makabi ama omuntimi nkabi ma wo because one ohun say party nanka so wo mo influential people
oh yes of course
I be omo namfofo bi a menka say mra no e wo say no di ni say no di but enu ntina enkofo classmate enu ntina nipa nuane nipa enu ntina obi ayo obi papa bi pen no oh unu a we die what you say onu akwa
nipa de
so na obehwe emra no no ahwe ba bi a obetimi di afa na anko yete say ohun enye say obetimi de mra no sanso na papa dan ka asema na okay dem fa na say asema ba na edi ganto aye pepe ni bi animonyam e wona nimbi na edi afa no
ono so de wo animonyam pa
yes ye de fa no a ontimi nka say emra no nya wo bo betimi akoka bi ama am ya hwe ba bi emra no e kwan ahon kakra
na ye kakra with you
what you say na ye agency e sori a mmofre wo party na ye cassette ye pani bi a from di buo ba kokura ni mo
Rollins here from babies with sharp teeth.
Kasabasa. Ebasia, obia yi nani. Enti na day no, hwe ano na mo Abronye said osi wodi. Abronye said there, my man name say radical a good word that make me use so. Said osi ti. Ka wote se achi Abronye anka no an say 5,000 cameras. And boys and girls ni ade ka bo nipa wasanke ko ba hwe.
Obi anko.
First day no. Oh, na first day ne kan bibia o.
Na kan bibia say party na you ma.
First day ne kan bibia hweche ma wuntumi. He said the name person to the extent say you know, on me on my cry say on bed down. But what the was saying? That should tell you something.
I believe say he has learned his lessons. Was she on the lessons? Kwaku, me come him.
Oh, Supreme Wadaroma.
Kwaku, Baba didn't come out for a year. The press that I call so Mama meeting the president. Yeah, also. But there are some few important ones I want us to touch on.
Okay.
First of all, we will touch on the Galamsey issue. We will also touch on the new media. No?
Okay.
And Marana was wherever you are, I'll find you. No. We will talk about the new media. No? Creative arts for the more come.
Okay.
These are the things and a few others some person do won't come. But before I be called, my some time say a year GhPage for a party and Christmas with the widows, no, Abusia Ebaso life. This December, GhPage any widows, any we want to celebrate them. We want to have something for them. Last year we did it with orphans. You supported us to do it. This year, we need you to support us to do it again. Yes, Remo, help us. This year we want to party, we want to celebrate with the widows. We want to celebrate them. They know maybe I beji. Your number is 0593025576. 0593025576.
Supremo.
President MET, the president met with some media houses, and the opportunity was given for them to ask a lot of questions.
Yes.
But see, could see questions in the Biblia. You found point by point.
Okay.
Any answers for them I need to come. The
middle row. So Bernard Avle of Channel 1, Sadiq Adams, Mahama Haruna from the Savannah region, and there's a lady at the back there, and Joshua from GH1.
Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Felix. Before my question, I'd like to indicate that there was a question on Galamsey, which I believe has...
Yes, I just prompted His Excellency, and he will deal with it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, Mr. President, thank you for this opportunity. We are told democracy thrives on checks and balances and separation of powers. Your party has a 2/3 majority in Parliament. The Chief Justice you came to meet has been removed, of course, under your hand, although the process was gone through. There is talk of the EC chair and the leadership quote not being fit for purpose by members of your party. Some people fear that these developments and others create a situation where the other arms of government are completely subservient to the executive. In fact, one newspaper expressed the fear that you could be morphing into, quote, a supreme leader, unquote. There is a maxim that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Should we be worried in your legacy term that the democracy you came to meet will be well oiled, and that the three arms of government will work not in subservience but in unison? Thank you.
All right, before I come back to you, we'll cross over to Tamale and take a question from Abdul Mujiz from Tamale. Sagani TV from Tamale. Abdul Mujiz, you have the floor if you can hear me.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, good evening. My name is Ba Abdul Mujiz from Tamale. My question has to do with the Tamale and Yendi water project. I would like to know when...
there has been a recent spate in social media accounts created by unidentified people purported to be representing ethnic and tribal groups. We have seen some vile attacks, pockets of that on social media, TikTok, and some of them in real life. There has been a number of them, and we observe over 50 that has been set up particularly to attack and inflame ethnic passion and tribal issues. If your security agencies have taken notice of this, what are the measures being taken to ensure that our national unity and cohesion is protected by education and sensitization, as well as trying to put this in a context of not suppressing freedom of expression, as well as maintaining the national cohesion that we have because of these kinds of threats and attacks from social media on ethnic basis? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Joshua from GH1.
Good evening, Mr. President. I am Joshua Kujumensa, GH1 Television and Star FM. I'm glad to hear that you personally are telling us that indeed steps have been taken to repeal LI 2462. But then I want to find out from you, the pro-environmentalist groups and then civil society, they want this declaration of a state of emergency. Where's the difficulty in declaring that state of emergency? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joshua. Mama Haruna from Savannah. And then we'll take a final question from the lady from GTV.
Thank you very much, Honorable. My name is Mahama Haruna, as you rightly said, from Savannah region, Inkligi FM. Mr. President, we expected you to say a little on the security situation in the country, especially the unfortunate Boko conflict, and recently the conflict in your own backyard of Savannah region. I know how uncomfortable you are with the conflict in your backyard between Gonjas, who are the landlords, and the Brefos, who are the settlers. They've coexisted for about 100 years until recently. I know you are more worried because almost everyone in your backyard, Gonjas, Brefos, will always vote for you massively, sometimes almost 100%. Now, since 1996, when you contested your first elections, first of all, I just arrived from Bole, where you hail from. And I can say that the people are not happy with the curfew imposed on them. Especially in the beginning, people were dragged from their rooms and beaten. There's evidence to that. Now, let me go to my question.
You may want to wrap up.
No, yeah, I'll wrap up. Mr. President, you've put in place, the Minister of Interior has put in place a mediation committee. Do you think it can resolve the problem? Because some are saying there should have been a reconciliation committee. Moreover, the people are saying since the conflict erupted, they've not heard from you. So what do you have to tell your people? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So the final question will come from the lady from GTV.
Good evening, Your Excellency. Thanks for the opportunity. I'm Salamat Kukwa-Pinto. I'm with the Despite Media.
Yeah, pardon me, Despite Media, yes.
Yes,
right.
yes, thank you. I wanted to hear something for creative arts industry when you made your presentation, but I didn't hear anything. The question is that you have shown how you want to bridge the unemployment gap, but I want to find out that how do you intend, or can you tell us what plans you have in using the creative arts sector to solve the high unemployment? And also, please, I would like to hear what is happening with the Black Star experience. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So His Excellency will now answer these questions.
Thank you very much. Let me first apologize for missing one of the questions, and that is the accusation that there's interference in terms of the oral investigations. I would have very conveniently said the General Secretary himself is here, and so I'll call him to present his evidence to the public. But I can assure you that there's no way anybody can interfere. I cannot be in people's mind to stop them from attempting to interfere, but I am responsible for making sure that that interference comes to naught. And so I closely monitor. I hold regular meetings with the Attorney General. He briefs me on the status of investigations. And so I'm confident that, the cases will go ahead based on their merits and that nobody would have the opportunity to interfere. If anybody goes lobbying people or paying people to interfere, they probably are just throwing away their resources. All cases will be investigated and come to their logical end. If people are exonerated in the courts, that's what justice is all about. We will do our part, and we're being painstaking in preparing the dockets, and that's why people are complaining that it's a bit slow. But you don't want to hurriedly take a docket to courts and have it thrown out on technicality, and that's why you need to make sure that by the time a docket is prepared and prosecution starts, you have a watertight case that will ensure that you get a conviction. And so that's the process that we're going through. There was also a question that was tied to water, but it also had to do with Galamsey. It says that the justification for water company asking for such a steep increase was because of the cost of treating the water. And I answered it in terms of the tariff, but not in terms of the Galamsey in the water. But in my statement, I indicate that we just started with the Blue River Guards. We're training more and more of them. These are long expanses of water bodies. And so far, those we've trained are 600 and something. They are not enough to cover even the length of the Cobra. And so as we recruit and deploy, because they patrol the water bodies, if they see any champagne machine on the water body, they seize it and we burn it, we destroy it. And so I gave you the number of champagne machines we have seized and destroyed. As we continue to increase the numbers of these Blue River Guards, I'm sure that we'll be able to cover the tunnel, we'll be able to cover the prow, we'll be able to cover the Ancobra. And we hope that then we will start seeing, some reduction in the turbidity of the water. But even more than those on the water bodies, the destruction is the forest reserves. Because the rivers take their catchment areas from the water reserve. So if you destroy, from the forest reserve, if you destroy the forest reserve, the river or the stream will dry up, because where it takes its water source will no longer exist. And so that's why at the beginning of the struggle I said our focus is going to be on the water bodies and the forest reserves, and then we can stretch out to other areas. So as we train more Blue River Water Guards, we would see an improvement in the turbidity levels of the waters. Bernard said I'm in danger of becoming a supreme leader. Look in my face, do I look like a supreme leader? And that is to paraphrase Prof. Star Atta Mills, do I look like a cat hunter? Do I look like a supreme leader? I'm a Democrat true and true. And even when we attained 2/3 of Parliament, I said that we're not going to use it to ride roughshod over the minority, and that we're going to give opportunity for democracy to flourish. And so we don't intend to use our 2/3 majority to steamroll our democracy. We believe that even though the people of Ghana gave us that overwhelming majority, it wasn't meant to turn Ghana into a dictatorship. They gave it to us in order that we could carry out reforms to make our governance better. And I think that we stand a very good chance with that 2/3 majority to finally move the amendments to the Constitution that we have all wanted. In the past, because of hung parliaments and all that, we couldn't make any progress, because there are some of those amendments for which you need an overwhelming majority. And so Ghanaians have given us that opportunity and say, look, go ahead and do these things so that we can have a better constitution that will take Ghana for many more generations to come. And so that's what I believe. But I certainly am not on the way to becoming a supreme leader or an autocrat. Yendi and Tamale water. Yendi, Tamale, and Damango are three Tamale, Yendi, able to accommodate Tamale and establish an expanded water. New technologies come. We're moving from beginning to change. We have a new crop of I'll call them neo-journalists, who anybody with a phone and a camera can report news or comment like X and all of them. And so the traditional sense of journalists like you, most of you trained and working in media houses that have a corporate identity and can be held responsible for the information that you put out, is beginning to change. We have a new crop of I'll call them neo-journalists, who anybody with a phone and a camera can report news or comment on national issues. Now the point is, who holds those people responsible? And that's what he's saying. If you go to some of the WhatsApp platforms, or you go to some of the commentaries in the TikToks and others, we have what we call hate speech, incitement to violence. Those are criminal, despite the fact that we have removed the criminal libel laws. There are some laws that make such people accountable, because if we don't regulate that sector, it can lead this nation to war. There are some of the incendiary statements that have been made in the Boko situation that are fueling some of what is happening there, making people hate each other and see each other as enemies. It's been the same in the Gonja Brefo thing. Some people fanning and inciting violence against each other. This falls in the ambit of the National Signals Bureau. And so the National Signals Bureau now has the technology to use your IP number and find you wherever you are. So I'm sending a signal to Ghanaians that we can find you those doing those hate speech and things. We'll use your IP number, we'll trace you. And when we trace you, we'll deal with you under the criminal code for inciting violence and disturbance of the peace. But I believe that beyond that, we must start making regulation for this new media, because it's unregulated. And so anybody just takes a phone and says, oh, this plane crashed, I wish that so and so had been the one in the helicopter and had died, and dwarfs have eaten him in the forest. I mean, why would you say something like that? And so we need regulation for that new emerging media. But in the meantime, the National Signals Bureau has been given the full authority to track down people who do that kind of thing and bring them to be sanctioned under the criminal code. I've been reluctant to implement a state of emergency in the Galamsey fight because we've not exhausted the powers we even have without a state of emergency. We have the opportunity to arrest anybody, to confiscate any such thing. There are laws for forest protection and all that give us enough powers to be able to act. Implementing a state of emergency might sound nice, but it should be the last extreme, the last resort. So for now, let's exercise all the powers we have. And if it becomes necessary for a state of emergency, then we'll look at it. It means we have to go to Parliament. The President can't just declare a state of emergency without, going to Parliament, because there's a limit to how long you can maintain that state of emergency. And so I believe that we still have leverage to continue to fight Galamsey without necessarily implementing a state of emergency. It means that we have to delineate the areas where the state of emergency is operational. And if you look at the area where Galamsey is taking place, it covers several districts of our country. And so we would do it if it becomes necessary. But for now, I think that we've given the security services enough powers to be able to deal with people who are found to be involved in Galamsey. With regards to the security in the Sola, Tuna, Kalba, and Bole districts, it was an incident over a small plot of land, like the land you put a container kiosk on. That's all. And it has led to over 30 deaths. Somebody has his house, and there's a land between the house and the street. And he wants to build shops on that land. And then there's a dispute with the chief. And then it leads to gunfire and then deaths. It's most unfortunate, like the questioner said, these are two groups that have lived in peace for so many years and are intermarried. There are people from one side who are married to their others, people from one side that are married to others. I, for instance, am such a mixture of people, I don't know who I am. Part of me is Vagla, part is Safalba, part is Gonja. I mean, quarter of everything. And so if my ethnic groups are fighting, it means my body should be fighting with different parts of my body, because I'm a mixture. My blood is made up of all those ethnic groups. And so it's most unfortunate. And so we've put in a mediation team. We mentioned the members. The 2 MPs are supposed to be ex-official members to work with the mediation team. If you look at the terms of reference in the mediation team, there's also reconciliation. And so even though we call it a mediation team, its terms of reference includes reconciliation. So we've given them the full authority to meet both sides, to perform purification rites, to cleanse the land of any blood that has been spilled and all that, and then to come out with recommendations how to improve relations between the two groups so that they live in peace. There are few feudal practices that have been complained about, you know, where people are called to chiefs' palaces and shipped, or they are forced to give up their animals and things. We need to look at all those practices too as we go forward. We're in a modern society, and so sometimes some of these things we must take another look at them. I've been accepted by all sides. Indeed, sometimes my greatest supporters were people of other ethnic extractions other than my own Gonja extraction. I won elections not because I was a Gonja, but because of the person that I was, you know, and I enjoyed a good relations with everybody. And so even though I haven't visited yet, I have not gone there yet because I want peace to have a chance, but I've been pulling the strings. I sent a delegation to the Yegbonra to prevent him from leaving Damango and going to Biniri, which would have escalated the conflict. And he listened to me as a father, and he refused to go. I stopped the Bolera too from going there. We gave the chiefs an escort to go and see the place where the incident happened. And I think that that has lessened tensions. As I speak, we've given the security services the authority and the resources to begin to bring some of the displaced people back to their communities. And so we're going to work hard to make sure that we bring peace to Gonjaland. We need peace to develop. Our common enemy is poverty, it's not each other. Savannah is one of the poorest regions in the country, and so we must rather be fighting poverty rather than fighting each other. The last one, the creative arts. The creative arts is one of the important sectors. What we notice is that the creative industry creates jobs faster than the traditional sectors that we have known. By the time sector or manufacturing creates one job, the creative sector, digitalization, knowledge industry, arts and things would have created about 5 jobs. And so that's an area in which we have to continue to invest. And that is why we created them as a ministry together with tourism. The Black Star experience will take off. They've been working on all the foundational issues, and you'll soon see a sign of it. In the next budget, we're going to make some allocation for the creative arts, for the film fund, and to support Kumawood and all the filmmakers, to support the music industry, to support the arts and all that. We need to put our money where our mouths are. And I think that the creative arts are a good representation of our culture and who we are as a people. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. President. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the host of the Super Morning Show on Joy. Mr. President, you've already talked about how important it is to safeguard the water bodies and the forest reserves. But over the past 9 months since you became president, the turbidity levels in the water bodies have worsened, according to the Water Resources Commission. Ghana Water Company supports this by saying that they've had to shut down several treatment plants because the water sources are too polluted for them to process. Besides that, we know that there have been increased incursions into forest reserves for Galamsey. We've also heard from your transport minister that we are importing more excavators than ever before, over 200 a day. My question about this is about its effect on the economy. Recently, the finance minister has been touting the work of the Gold Board led by Sami Jemfi for being an anchor to the economy, especially when it comes to stabilizing the city. My question is, does your government know, is your government able to tell the difference between gold from Galamsey and gold from regular concessions when the Gold Board is buying gold from local producers? And could it be, because so much of it comes from Galamsey, could that be the reason why we are seeing some reluctance recently in the fight against Galamsey, in the sense that the IGP's efforts have been stopped and he's brought back his men from the forests? Could this be because?
Thank you very much. I think your point is made. I never expected, or I never deluded myself that the fight against illegal gold mining or Galamsey was going to be an event. I mean, definitely, there's no magic wand. The decay has eaten so much over the last 8 years that it's going to take a lot of work to be able to overcome it. And I didn't expect that in 18 months we would declare victory in the fight. As the livelihoods of about 4 million Ghanaians is on small-scale mining. And so it's going to be a process. It's not going to be an event. But we will not give up. We have a determination to get on top of it. The Gold Board was introduced as part of reforms. And if the Gold Board was not introduced, I mean, those who were taking the profits from the small-scale mining sector were the foreign traders who were taking that money away. In 6 months, we have exported over $6 billion. About $4 billion of that money was going to go into the private or foreign traders. And so the first thing is you shut the stable door so that the horse doesn't escape, which is what we've done. So if it's from illegal sources, it's from legal sources. At least it's our land that is being destroyed. So let us get the benefit of it instead of foreign traders. So that's the first thing. But if you go and read the Gold Board law, it has a requirement for tracking and tracing. And as I speak, the Gold Board is working with an organization to put on a track and trace system. And so they're going to see those who have legitimate license requirements so that they can assist them in responsible mining, so that we can buy that gold off them. Once we do tracking and tracing, it's in our interest, because then we can export under LBMA, and we'll get more profit from exporting under LBMA. So the Gold Board is not just about buying gold, it's also about financing responsible small-scale mining. And mind you, small-scale mining is not illegal in this country. It's provided for in our laws. It's just that in many cases, we've not even trained the miners about what responsible mining is. You just see anybody who gets an excavator just goes anywhere and starts digging and washing. But small-scale mining takes place in Australia. It takes place in Canada. And so as I speak, we are organizing a trip for the Small Scale Miners Association to Australia. Australia has given us an invitation to bring them to come and see how small-scale mining is done without destroying the environment. And so that's something we're going to take an advantage of. And the Gold Board is leading, and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources are leading that charge. Only recently, our Minister for Lands and Natural Resources came back from Australia. And so we need to train these small-scale miners. The gold is a blessing that God gave us. It's a natural resource that God gave us to make life better for our people. It's just that the way and manner in which we are going about it is causing distraction to the environment. But it is the result of an increase in the gold price. And if you've read widely, you find that the same thing is happening in Peru. It's happening in several other countries because of the heightened gold price. And so for whatever little gold you are able to find, you get more money. Galamsey was not a problem when gold was $2,000 per ounce. But today, gold is pushing $3,600 per ounce. And because of the lack of jobs, jobless growth for several decades, there are a lot of young people who are coming out of school who have no job work to do. And so for them, that is the only livelihood. And so we must not think just about chasing them all over the place without providing alternatives for them. Because the alternative is that they should stay home and starve or go out and do something deviant. And that's why we came up with the cooperative mining concept, for which we recently lost our colleagues. They were going to launch it, the first of its kind in Anglo, because one of the things we said was that we're going to let the big mining companies seed off some of their concessions. Some of them have 400, 500 miles square. And there's gold in some parts of those concessions that they will never mine because the grams per ton of ore is so low. But yet, if you put a small-scale miner there, he can mine it effectively. And so we've discussed with them and they've all agreed. And so Anglo Ashanti was the first. They've cut a part of the concession. And that is what Omani and Murtala and Co. are going to launch, cooperative mining, so that we'll move the small-scale miners from the forest reserves where they are causing distraction and settle them on the concessions where the big mining companies have seeded. As I speak, Newmont has demarcated an area for these small-scale miners. And we have asked the big companies to mentor them and supervise them and make sure they do the right thing. So that was going to be an alternative for moving them out of the forest and other places so that they can mine under the supervision of those companies. And that's where our colleagues were going when the helicopter crashed. And so it's a program that we're going to continue so that we can give them an alternative, not just go chase them around without finding something else for them to do. And so that's something we're working on. With regards to excavators, we're enforcing the law that you must get the permit before the excavator is put on a ship. That is what the law has been, but it was not followed. And so they let the excavator land before they come and ask the Ministry of Transport for a permit. And so we've informed all the dealers that you cannot load an excavator onto a ship until you have gotten a permit. In the meantime, a lot of excavators have arrived at the port. And recently, somebody said they were being released at midnight to their owners and things. That's not true. What happens was there were so many that they had occupied a huge area of the port and congested the port. And so we found the land near Shy Hills, near the military installation. And the Field Engineers Regiment and others have been given charge to move the excavators from the port to that area so that they can free up space in the port. And they do that in the night because of traffic in the daytime. So in the night, they have the payloaders moving the excavators out of the port to the designated areas where they are supposed to be held. And before any of those excavators is released, they must be tracked. They must have a tracker on them. They must be registered by the owner of the excavator. And we must know the purpose for which the excavator has been imported. Because the construction industry also imports excavators. And so you cannot put a blanket ban on importation of excavators just because you think that every excavator is going to go into the illegal mining industry. Even the big mining companies that have licenses import excavators. And so we want to know who is importing the excavators, who it is going to. We want to be able to put a tracker on it and be able to trace that excavator wherever it is in the country. We called off the IGP's anti-Galamsey task force because they are supposed to coordinate with NIMOS, that is the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat. Unfortunately, they were not doing that. So every little commander in any this thing gets up, Galamsey phobia or Yankochomo. They can't tell who is licensed, they can't tell who is not licensed. And so it was just like an attack on the whole small-scale mining industry. And so what we said was they should freeze their action. They should synchronize it with the National Anti-Galamsey Operational Secretariat so that they can be directed exactly to where to go in terms of the anti-Galamsey fight. While we're fighting Galamsey, it doesn't mean that it's a free-for-all for everybody to get up. Anybody gets up, puts on a helmet, puts on a jacket, and says, I'm anti-Galamsey. They say, we're not looking for chaos. We're looking to do it, you know, in a scientific manner so that we do not hurt the whole of the small-scale mining industry.
Now, first of all, Otachi one, a supreme leader and sense.
Supreme leader and Bernard of question.
Okasafa tribal heat near attacks.
Yes.
He spoke on Galamsey state of emergency will be a demand for no. I know, say he spoke on solar to on one chrome.
Yeah.
Issues, creative art for one sense, and he wanted to clarify the source of the good. Say, is it the reason why they are hesitant? Somebody declared state of emergency. Because I don't know. Oh, funny, and how funny say.
Supreme Wadaroma. My member President Abaso. Me born Abaso, na me quite take a cry because if I may recall, President Kofoshia press, I think so once in the entire 8 years. I stand corrected.
You know, because Onigan is going to Dr. Asafufro.
Yeah, Dr. Asafufro.
What is now because you are called there? So, Onigan is kind of
yeah. Then came Yura Fifi.
Yeah.
From 2008 to 2012.
Yeah.
I think so. Also, she press 2 times.
Okay.
Yes, so also yeah, enough from there. Then Mahama came, the first Mahama.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's 50 and the one, and the first Mahama being 2.
Okay.
And Yura Showboy, or 8 years, or also 1, I think. And now Mahama Abanwasai. Me born Abasu because he understands this.
Yeah.
So in the first time with me, a bill 2. That's what I it means that. Yeah. He's outside. He knows what time it is. What I say, and he believes the interaction with the media, in as much as he is explaining things that public to the public, a best answer boy. I'm and send be our grounder on say ministers and call for a ban of this year no information.
Yeah.
And I think say that is the perfect thing. Again, we had time first near no. And Kebia Adiabeche know the daily scene, front page, president speaks to the media, doctors and for fraud and then now, but ain't no opportunity to cry and should be life. Because be a air course or not RASH HOUR course. But look at the timing.
The timing and come on.
Time out be a woofia. So person ocean kwana on your wives over here before a country in Kwadia. And very important media platforms and so peki. Emani come on. And the organization, I think it was perfect. To the extent that they even allowed phoning.
I think somebody called from Asimfo Tamale and all that. I think
and people. Well, 100 over 100.
Yes.
Well, Supremo, I didn't nipan yen we in here. Now you're fair. You also mind saying you to now to the questions now journalists
okay.
I'll give it to them. Idea. Answer my questions and so the only thing I had and say time next starting to my answer.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, intinema. Yentimium bisa questions be brief because okay cry behind the scenes. Now we know what discussing.
Yes,
the boy hand him senka was a obvious question. It means a journalist need be any opportunity no, but nanka your question can be bisa.
Yeah,
and so many opportunity no. Intinena pa. Now journalists also had almost bisa questions now. But Supremo, let me start from Supreme Leader. Yes. Supreme Leader, the answer he gave him, look at my face. Do I look like a Supreme Leader? That, very interesting. And Yura Tamels, back in 2012, 2013, no, sorry, time or year,
yeah.
Obi Busano, a question about the Chief Justice. I think at that time, Georgina Wood. On say a Chief Justice in sense, this is not the first time about. At Tamels time, ɛho nsɛm baeɛ yɛnyini mfiri hɔ yɛn suspend no yɛnyini mfiri hɔ yɛn suspend no. So a question was thrown to the president. Ivan Satamel said, and then I will get Chief Justice because yet someone said, oh, suspending who in every one hour. No, catch him say, gentleman, look into my face. Do I look like a cat hunter? So it's a year. Titiasem, I know Kofabai, it's no case say, well, refer to the boss. Look at my face. Do I look like a supreme leader? And what can you? Because democracy now, you built there free 1992, right? And the Ababi said, yes, I bring will be Ababi post to the Ababi Debbie. And I think that and then 4 years, and Robert said, Obabe say anything. Because I know, Sabi, oh, you know, and that you know, as a man so who. Person, the answer
say Ghana democracy.
Debbie. By all kind of sana, yeah, born about so Ubuan ye no Supremo. Near sounds or say a very tricky question. And I Bernard Avile Bisano. Because Bernard Avile share and Yoma Bibra in this space within 8 months or by a SCA.
Or cite Chief Justice.
Yes, you heard Chief Justice there, share and baby I see a touch and touch any other day. Even crowns the rumors crowd where she say easy. Side the back or
touch it. That's
what I say. Into the sun, you meaning in air, into the woo ye, on your sure say. Oh, touch it, na a quaba be so if you do baby no. Not the other kind of fine idea. And now somehow walking. I will hear and say, look at my face. Do I look like a supreme leader? Sa some no kayano. And now a day enemy. Sa answer no the man and no be answer man.
Okay.
And no more be biano. We'll go back to the question.
Papa na so kase onye supreme leader.
Yes.
E dey na see.
Yes. And now we yenso na yen so because enti na o ka say onye supreme leader no. Enti na dan anim no eno a na be justify answer no de maaye no.
Okay.
Enti ho na supremo ye de no be sie. Na supremo ye san so hwe oral interference.
Yes.
Ya no so ye ka ho asem a ye di se ka. O ka se na nse fifi kwete. Na the general secretary. Na me na me say when this for lawyers and you MPP for lawyers and because supremo mete me rehoy. You see if the
everybody wants oral to succeed.
What I say. And if say oral no they came after me. Na me who say if that me starting my business and I say me here na me lawyer any supremo. Supremo party GFP. Roman father na dano. Na say me nso me LPG. What stops me is was still my lawyer no.
Yes, my lawyer no.
And why are we not trying to differentiate Sal Bueno from Yababishia? Because I'm affiliated to NDC. Meaning, General Secretary, Timika say, your lawyers now, some of us to be careful. And I say, young say, deals now, for people. Now, I think say, Uncle you. So, people, Uncle you crowd.
Okay.
Because Obi choosing a lawyer. Lawyer, you're competent too.
So, once a mama can say, the General Secretary is here. I always say, meet me, my cousin for the evidence.
Yes.
Because we know evidence. Anybody's interfering with the work of the oral.
Are you serious? Oh, it will be up a competence, will be up a lawyer or experience. Or one now for no more. Obey me, any lawyer be or one chamber be a dim common market dues because most of the time lawyers cut dues. A part of the time, a cost de be a or member prefer cross and young court, night joe, night ye, training and castle on the unsalt in ye. Intin se koko yes nene ye ka kwa kudu say net is say no ko follow ya I was here lawyer near NDC ni na lawyer near NPP ni ni ahwe wan kasa so ko follow ya no be bia wugina ansa ne ahwe be ya ma that be supremo that be intin the president can say with this worker intin every bia e be shia fifi
no achiri
na ono wan kasa achiri say the person o chiri ma me hu na media so sensem regulation of media no the new media na ba say you see President in very clear.
This is the second time I can
yes. You won't say Danakuma.
Share GJ no can.
I know as so I can mean say won't say idea a Danakuma so.
Yeah.
And I would want to believe say Sadiq.
Yes.
And the bizarre question non so far sir direction no answer the file because of uncofu critical accounts and more years. You see President in clear. It is something Supremo yen canokre. This government has benefited from it.
Okay.
Not to say the previous government, and so I'm benefited. Or benefited. But on say the presidency is passionate about this. Me say president best at or more official handles. omo communicate ma the NDC toda kra na NDC ankasa official handle ono ankasa nso ehun so ta etwiti na it's about time omo starting free na omo yes an so memfa ne se me mafa phone ma kutwa bibi na ankasa ya amfa opposition no ho anase bibi ni ya enim se nye no kra ye nusu handle no ye mfa nkoko tu sa asem no nanka yen kasentia ade na nipa na ye no.
Okay.
But if we are benefiting from it,
it's only
they're silent. Na say e could do time we are not benefiting from it. Intimra na be ye adwuma a ho na edu ba bia na nkofo problem no. Aya na nya atwem no no.
Okay.
Eti in as much as say obi ye na say e kotu ye de be ye de. Saa so na so obi ko na say nye na enye de de a yen try ni starting free ni enyusu ya handles no. Na yen fa mbo sa nkofo na ti obi aka asema fa supreme na nya ne abane abeka say asema wo ka fa supreme hu even though ye ni supreme ideologies ni nhia but enye no kra enye ne kan ye anasa onye sa de ne mfanti ayen eti jai sa asem ne ka ye start say yes sa nkofo no mo yes ani no mo so be don mo so no ma ye adwuma no ma ye ni ye.
Okay.
Supreme baby am me de ni free ban simple tete supreme ntokwa yi
sola tuna kaba
on say president any ya nanu chiremu train asase kakra bi
asase no yes wo the kiosk 2 si so
because some for say tell us go kuja don keka la go tell no
kiosk 2
who say chim 2
a little quarter plot small plot eh share yeah
supreme ntokwa yi sabi kamfa so biye no so what tin tokwa pa say another na mukum ne chirechim mu say o chirewa one hu abe chire no asoro ko say na ne aden but you see president Kasim be onko ho
yeah
because we tun ko for say mun kan mun hwana mun kasa mun purify asase no mun cleanse nioma there was some ye bia mun ne but I feel say echeye yet say and sense some ni page no echeye ye ja ye buye ni guso do
behind the scenes no ye ho adwuma
so ye buye ni guso because you any brave powers answer we ho nkanya say sabre refugees ne ade ne na Cote d'Ivoire and international platforms supreme adwen and I was expecting say ya say do say your president na din nanim baba abeje
yes of course
sanumo wo san koku de to abla kwamo
ono kro cho letter come Israel for say support kata for say dem dey mama
Israel said aben o say
Ghana for no Israel this way koku apai say masa wo dey ento kwana say na
pa so and what's next time bia no oba oni ni ministers ni nyina ne nkofo ni nyina metena so mo nyina ntena na chi no nkoye mo na kunya no ntena ni mu o ma opening we ni hwia no opening address no ma hwia questions in the baba bia ye boss sector na otwa na ni hwe wani sei o sorry aba no aba ba yi hu ano e ba ye ba mani mo nyamfo yi ono na ejina ono de na ni oje ano ansa de ni nyina se briefing na mo di briefing sa mo boa sa mo moa say kwose na odina ni muje and sad we nka foreign minister man ni bre no ye ni o mantemo a nka Wednesday me mama tena say mama ka say ya send you container kese de ko Pakistan o say Palestine o say and then
say we blame foreign minister interior minister adwuma interior minister adwuma
na foreign minister enye ne nkofo akogu nkofo krum on nkofo mo mre interior minister atwen ya de na sie wi se aka kire o say yenkote committee na committee no kra na yenyusu ebi emfanya reconciliation ansa na yeti ehunu se ade we ade o se emi ho anso no na no akotia na police fo nko amako empem ennum
awodo se no mpo mo to aba
aden
nipa police fo ko no mo se nipa ti kuro mo
eti no sanka beginning na start ye na nka ye deploy enipa mo ko ho ekohwe ma yie to yi a anka ne senke te ba biati
Matthias
anase ye kofa ahemfu kura de omo ba efikesi mu nkran omba montana se ya mamu nso anu bibia aden mun kantra me dia asem ne ye kan bibia wie na ye yi a we no bibi se no eni so oluma akra ti o oluma be frewo as a minister na o frewo ba no be bo aba so
as a president am te se de ntina mo kona ye we hu na na panyin bia
so yo chieftaincy minister mu nyina wo ho
friend Ahmed Ibrahim
yes o mu nyina wo ho eti wen ko oluma be fremo no ono na say jebi a be good chemu no
jebi okwatena
jebi chemu no ebi eni
torono ke on the yiri free mansa
the meaning free supremo
jebi good chemu no
anko oluma en frɛ ono en frɛ interior minister no oluma en frɛ foreign minister na ya abasubo mo mechia me
they see and many briefing.
Many briefing. Near South regional minister.
And I'm saying I'm
regional minister as well.
Mabo Modemaya there.
Ya bomba baso kama. National security now come.
Yes.
Nipa bear 5. Ya bomba baso kama.
They shouldn't have waited for it to
say this
stage.
It is Supremo and also here pa. Na Supremo yendi e hun komai. Afi yen konko di Galamsey. No kobo. Supremo President Galamsey dey.
Or say we have enough laws to deal with it.
Since when? And
we have enough laws to deal with it. Yes, still all the laws available to us.
Supremo, since when?
You know, it's better. See, yes, still a last resort. State of emergency, a last resort.
Supremo,
and then again, also no. Koreans will say no. And a state of emergency, you go it's we should look at the negative impact of declaring a state of emergency as well. He touched on all those things and
since when? And you who say laws on or say exhausting
laws on the owner. Laws in the owner.
Dave, media be send you. You can share Shamima Muslim post.
Oh, Shamima.
Just a year ago.
Yes.
Repatriate date in say.
September 11, 2024. Which is
12.
Okay.
And now all report to us GJ boss GJ for catch president as that time no na showboy Akufo-Addo enable me asma no working
okay
declare state of emergency over water bodies
okay
owie no no a de bi to aso LI 2462
yeah LI 2462 na ma kwanto mutimi ko a forest reserve go to no
must be repealed.
Okay,
the NPP must face strict accountability on this matter.
Yes.
September 11, 2024. Okay. Nashamima Muslim, understanding you no support to Asma DJ for Kano.
She has made this post again, insisting say she stands by it. Na Ghana drew level na you drew and another na. She personally would also call for
Supremo. What's a level na level near den. Oh, man, who's supposed to?
Yes, what can one say?
Supremo. Now, what's a level na? Say you drew her. You bear say you mana again.
You drew her.
Sankaban ibaye. And you who say in so no, and yate kakra, and eguso teba, and I
say, yate is it blue sea on from
Supremo?
They be from the
blue water one for no, blue water
blue something.
Supremo and yeshi. President Yakacho
was it
send me past 600.
They are not enough.
Or ent crown cover is it and cobra or kaba?
Yes.
Supremo, we have seen nothing. As a matter of fact, if you are being sincere with ourselves, Galamsey. Say a cost of crashing last year.
Well, do you have data to back that?
Oh, Supremo, meba. Erastus Asaradonko.
Okay.
Okay. Ah, or no. Multimedia for. They say the Masha de Jan is out there gala. I won't sense him. He has a whole thesis about describing the frustrations and then disappointment about how the president is tackling Galamsey. And as a matter of fact, Galamsey now. I hear West actually the previous.
Is it not too early to lay the blame on the president? Is it not too early to lay the president? Say
Nana Safa post to Sam George.
Obia said for the past 8 years. Somebody sat down, watched it for the past 8 years, say and say and then you expect me to solve it like an event. Oh. Say she solve
Supremo,
it within.
Wait there. Answer the day next post to the better son. Answer the day next post better son. During the campaign.
Okay.
Sam George model to no. No meaning say but wadaroma. So be boamia. E dey asem na Sam George can fa Galamsey on say and then number of weeks be any number of months be no ka.
Well, Sam George is not the president. Nobody voted for Sam George. We didn't vote for Sam George.
Oh, but
Sam George was not on the ballot paper.
Oh,
Sam George was not there.
Okay, fair enough. But Muhammad stood on campaign platform to say Oba Galamsey, you do it, Galamsey.
He said he would do, and he's dealing with it.
Oh, Supremo, how?
No, T.
How?
We are being too hasty.
But how?
We are being too hasty in a sense. Say, Gala,
yeah.
You know, say, idea is too entrenched in our society. And I've been say, idea and what I say, Lord of Quine, Quina, Monkon Quine within 2 weeks, man, free. It is scattered all over the country.
Okay.
The president said, Nanado, I watched the video. I said, the president, Nado, you are the president. Deal with Galamsey. It is destroying our water bodies.
Yeah.
When you are out of power and I am sworn in, it will become a responsibility to deal with it. Obaye, a lot of initiatives. Yeah, LI24, it is being repealed. So
it is being.
Yes, it is being repealed. It's in Parliament right now. They are discussing it.
Supremo.
Say, one day, it is being repealed, which is one. Secondly, Blue Sea is a blue army. There's a name for them.
Blue water.
Blue water. Why?
And the record number or more.
Why Inacritia launches 600 people to protect our water bodies? We go to 600.
That's how many guys Supremo.
And no say it is not enough. It is our task. They should recruit more. No more somra. Secondly, what's actually say? Adi omudi say you so buy champagne. Champagne no. Say yes, season for champagne.
Yes.
So what we are doing is this: we seize it, we burn it.
Okay.
We seize it, we destroy it, and we've destroyed so many of them. So we can't be blind to the effort the president is putting up. Yes, we are not being fair to the president.
So
the president never said anywhere. The president never mentioned anywhere that Nanado should declare state of emergency. What would be a factor?
Okay, so
he never mentioned that. The president never said Nanado should solve it within a week or 2 weeks. He said he is the president. He should deal with it.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Supremo Medawase. Under the government of Nanado. Nanado so anti Galamsey one for no monso na mehu bi. About the blue water one for year. Yet kroma. Nanado nyoma no mo kokko hyehye excavators ni ade ma yet na ase ka san ade no moja inse some be hye no ya kwan ye ade ntina mo mfa nkotwa so. Eka effort nko ade effort. Say ade no ye bibi. Oh, Nanado nso ye bi. Ye person nso na nite. And everything Emrante ne maba we NDC nka kire yen. Ene se o mo ba yen nso na ni bete. And that is what we are saying. Eba nyoma mahama aba wo ya Nanado ye bi. Ye di tuo ko nwuram na ye de ayi ye camera esi so na ye twaja to champagne mu champagne hye ne ahu bi. Nanado time.
Why don't you want to give time to do it?
No time no way. Supremo Supremo papa time no. Supremo Supremo nim. Supremo nim. Agro time na ye ka no. Papa oni 8 years.
Oh 3 years. I can 3 years.
Agro the hedio. Oni 8 years o de betin so na ni o. 1 year na ekoro. Na sa fato so e dey Sam George did the papa Supremo.
Nobody voted for Sam George. Sam George was not on the ballot paper.
Enyen sama Mahama nko aka ye nso ne gina so kotuma Mahama. Ya tuma Mahama because of nsema and the communicators na nko for kan at that time. Supremo, what are Roma?
Sam George
Galamsey, according to Sam Jata George, is Ghana's drug trade. And Galamsey is saying, so according to Sam George, Galamsey is still Ghana's drug trade. It is to Ghana what cocaine is to Colombia.
Okay.
Into ye kasa yen Ghana your cocaine Galamsey. Sana Sam George katre.
Yes, see.
Ewo time Nanado was on. And Galamsey ntwam etim sanity according to Sam George. Enyam na America because me ntimi nkasa ansem.
Okay.
Now there are cartels involved.
Okay.
Se Galamsey ntwam a ene cartels na da so. These cartels have politicians, chiefs and security personnel involved. That time no kind no. Se Galamsey na anko na so stand by in the west and Galamsey nko I stand by these words.
Okay.
Our government at that time na Akufo time no and Mahama also. So this government is complicit and would not do anything about it. Anything you who say nso na ni ate no.
Okay.
O ma ye bibia fa wan kan nso na ni ate krogen. Ken kan kire say to water bill mu. Supremo. Nanado Danko Akufo best ultimate responsibility na you true because papa no be ka kire say he has put his presidency on the line. And then it's Mahama bears the ultimate responsibility.
But
nothing has changed.
Nanado was the person who told us he put his presidency on
but
the line.
But Mahama is the same person who told us about honestly fighting Galamsey and in so no back what Supremo one water body and he has the power to arrest and deal decisively with everyone involved.
Okay.
I don't care what party they belong to. They are wicked criminals.
Okay.
8 months into the government, And then some George Amir said in the government, you know, they are wicked.
He never said that.
No, Supremo, man, because criminals, so they say they are wicked. Supremo, I'm choosing my words carefully. Supremo, I'm choosing my words carefully.
Was say I don't care what party they belong to.
Yes.
So at the time now
they are wicked.
Say at the time now they work, it could have been an NPP people.
And then the same thing.
NDC people.
And I'm catching on the criminal squad source. Me man fans also. And then must be standing by these words.
Okay. No, but who refer to them?
But they are wicked. Are they not?
No.
But they know. Bet my MPP. Bet my NDC.
No. But yes, okay. If you can
say they are wicked. It's them use pronoun. No. Me they mean to be for criminals and so. Only bet my.
Okay.
What you say? Because black, your friend black.
Black Maria.
Deal with them. But alas,
okay.
Nanado cannot.
Okay.
What you say? Or no now watch as a president, or no as a president won't me.
Okay.
And 8 months into the government, you want a papa won't me. He is complicit, and a beneficiary. Sansa mun na kasi busano oba veteran. Once a son. Now, if we want to deal with this canker, we must be honest and brutally frank with the truth. Jata. Now, and you wake one and some boys and girls decided to engage him on this particular post.
Okay.
After you the responses are not the banana. Bobby Mame, for the authority was only be Mame. Manuel Bino said, to be honest, we should put parties and leaders aside and deal with this issue. The thing is getting out of control now. They do live stream on Galamsey site. So, live stream, okay. Oh, share, asama papa bekai.
What's it?
You missed the point.
Okay.
You cannot face the problem without politics.
Okay.
The problem has been fostered by politics.
Okay.
Only the people with political power can stop this.
Okay.
He's part of the government and he knows this.
Okay.
If you have political power, you can fix it.
Okay.
No amount of public agitation here.
Okay.
And now some pie the be a manager Friday all night and Sunday will stop this.
Okay.
On the account. Pejam. It is simply political will. Let's face the facts, bro. Who him typing in bro for tro.
Okay.
Only anymore. Ne kanko. Ne kanko. Stop mamba konka. Lami yama elder brother was say. We live in the country where the government arrests illegal miners and jail them, which major opposition party's leader promised to release them in case he wins, and you are here hypocritically blaming the government but not your leader. Okay, see your campaign. We had people going around telling Galamsey, RASH HOUR, influencing people. Say, buy, boy, my ye, and say Galamsey, and I'm in ye, my ye, Obi, as more kind, Tiasma, Sam George kind. Chief, you can do better. Listen to what JM said with an aim to understand. Meaning, say JM KBB, but also TNT.
Okay.
Why go about arresting the boys on the site and not the owners of the site?
Okay.
The boys are simply replaceable. They own no equipment and no concession. Those who do are the chiefs and politicians. If you are serious about fight this menace, arrest and jail the politicians and chief involved.
Okay.
8 months into the government, we are fighting Galamsey. You see the blue then cophobia, but Makacho Sakufado so to anti-Galamsey, then they are no more. 8 months into the government. I am for those any actual Galamsey.
Kwaguni wahini bi oye Galamsey.
Dabi, let's know him. Oh, opposition know him. Supremo, when he was in opposition, he knew it.
I don't tell mama Ibusa, say, oh, he bena.
And I make a choice, say, oh, opposition, know him into a catcher, say, I am for any politicians. How many politicians? Any actual, how many chiefs? Any actual more Galamsey? Ya come as a Marie, Edo Makwakotum. Okay. And I prepare myself, docket, I am ready.
Okay.
Every as my mechanic, anu ye na the man.
What a twasso.
Question me, Bisa, and Yanu ye na, and young one ye no the man, manager the man. And young one ye no.
Okay.
What did I mention? I say? And it is about time. I was said the president owns up to the fight, owns up to the fact to say 8 months into we no. Galamsey no. I had drink the amano. Fighting the Galamsey, I had drink the amano.
Okay.
Now, any Omayimu. Near him say, I was say exhausted laws unina sana state of emergency because state of emergency are there by Kwana can once and
they be
an account
qualify for state of emergency since.
The Biana Kawasa. Argentina, Supremo. And I'm for state of emergency. I'm for the fight against Galamsey. I don't care political party or also, and nearby also. But all that I'm trying to say is, your oppositioner, a quite na quickly, your faso, a conclude Nyoma man yet to say, I did your buy steps in you know. Your bubble drew near one say, I don't know, a better time, I any can patch out. Near one said, this thing, it can take us like 3 years. It's the president can tell us, say, we need to exhaust particular laws.
So you want a president to apologize?
To tell us, say, Supremo.
No, for what exactly?
For all that, Supremo, for infutro now, want him to go any campaign and then tell us, say, give us a timeline. Supremo, give us a timeline. The president should give us a timeline.
Of the party.
Supremo.
You see, me, Kwaku, Sobaja Tuma, for Galamsey one sense. Me ma cause Galamsey watch it. At a point, not my bread, me see me Galamsey must be. Kwaku me, I am for Galamsey. Say, Galamsey is about time. Ghana, Galamsey na abaye bed in Amayeno. I see no reason why it should be a burden.
Yes.
Because Galamsey, the president can go out and fight it any way they want to fight it. We don't need Galamsey.
Okay.
Especially because Galamsey.
Oh yes.
We all know it. I've been fighting Galamsey, stop Galamsey, stop Galamsey. Kokuma come wasem, stop Galamsey de maka. Mekoso so akasa. Me, for example, I am for state of emergency. Now, some site one man. Some people be on my was say me go mu to Galamsey. And yes, or move free move here no to Galamsey. And your mono move consignment. Mining, if for the wrong say small scale
concession, machines.
No, they have the licenses for small scale mining. However, we usually took them say these are the people. So this is what I asked for, and this is what I've been calling: declare the state of emergency, pull them out, everybody out. Now, what licenses? If for the two. And then we critically monitor them well. Now, pull them out. That is what I'm for. However, I don't see why we are laying the blame at the foot of the president.
Okay. But for the time,
oh, you had 8 years to solve it.
So already for you.
Okay. You had 8 years to solve it.
Okay.
Galamsey by West and Akufo-Addo. We all know, meaning unim, the entire Akufo-Addo car said he put his presidency on the line to fix Galamsey was because it was there when he came to meet it. Galaya started to Galanya no. Near Muyo, Galaya still 150.
Yeah.
But it was getting what the president's castle best of However, his time it's as if he did nothing about it.
Yes.
It's as if say, or even encouraging
Yeah.
There were mentions of people in his government, his past government, who were supposedly in Gala. You wouldn't want to yachichi.
Yeah.
The American what's the mention say. I know and understand say if people were laying the blame at the president, his time West. That's what people were mentioning his name. Let's flip it. Mahama was sworn in January.
Okay.
Kwaku, Mahama knew what the problem was.
Okay.
Every year I saw a video and I found it, but I was watching him. Now community. He said it. Was he look at Galamsey? Are you West? Galamsey are you West under the past 8 government years? Are you West? But I am calling on the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. You are the president.
Yeah.
Fix it. Tio, fix it. If we fix it by January, I'm sworn in. It then becomes my responsibility to fix it.
Yeah.
That is what he said. I never heard the president saying anywhere say, I am going to declare state of emergency. Man, to me. See where I'm coming from. I never heard the president saying, say, Galamsey fights a 1 week fight.
Okay.
I never heard the president typing and posting anywhere or publicly saying, say, the president should send soldiers there and arrest, stop it within a week. Never heard it. However, Sam George, Shamima, boys, ne girls, they spoke. We can't hold the president's neck by comments made by some of his communicators. This is my position. The president and the president has made that he say, Obaye no, Galamsey problem. Kwa minumi enu chitung say Galamsey problem no. Enye one event or chalamo program ko yaba. Galamsey it's a huge thing. And yet it's been so mixed with our society and our basic living and everything is there. No government right now, but Marcus the one we can stop Galamsey. Galamsey, the to the baby be a president when you're away.
Okay.
It's not believe say, let's give him time. However, he should let us have the clear pathway to how he's going to solve it. That is what I'm asking from him. The president should let us know, say, okay, I'm going to solve Galamsey. The Galamsey is going to be solved. Give me 1 year. 1 year. This is the clear timeline. I'm using the first 2 months to do this. The first 3 months, there is a committee. The next 4 months, soldiers are being pulled out. The last few months, this is what I'm doing. The clear timeline is what we need. Just he telling us, say, I'm working on it, I've done this, it's not enough. It's not enough. On my clear timeline, give me 1 year. I'm going to fix it. Within the 1 year, this is what, this and this and this and this is what I'm going to do. That is what we want. But don't lay the blames of overzealous fanatics, communicators, comments on the president.
Sure.
He was the person who directly said those things. We can't do that.
Supremo,
let's not do that.
What's the It still doesn't change the fact to say the president failed in answering the question on Galamsey.
How?
Everything Ghanaians voted for. Now one major issue Galamsey.
Oh, of course.
And you see, it's a war NDC. That's one opportunity. Now I'm Asante Achem. That's the president in Kano. That's a war Kasa. Ediama Nipo ye flag bearer.
Okay.
You are speaking on behalf of say Nipani because one and what say and more prepare my manifesto and more prepare mon sem na mbaba kentina we communicate and just be abekan we are saying say yes nipa na woni ho no na asem no apoto de ahye wano na obeka de akere etin ensem na omokeka kekaye no ane to ye trim de gina so de to abade ma NDC no no bae. The truth of the matter is as we speak now somewhere around April, May, June.
Okay.
Your reporter say Ghana. Okay. They say Ghana this year. The highest exporter of excavators.
Okay.
In West Africa.
Okay.
They say record the Kutano.
Say excavators.
Yes. Men can say excavators in Galamsey in Kwan ye.
Oh, but most of them
Now recently in the news. It is reported. Say almost every day over 100 excavators and a land kroma.
Okay.
What news in him go? Start with men gamin po. O man kan na me bo dako me sorry ako. One say de bia na me ye ni say. Dako na me ye ni say dako me jai show na me ko. Boss, I na say de bia me kedi agro me jai.
Manager
Ana sames de bia na me sre na me ye yesa. Men da betrasia men fa mani mu ma. O betrasia me say dako me flip na ma kama yi na tum na ma sorry na me ko. Na show no aba be ye na ma hu say no ano. What the nature na supreme de bia me kan agro. Dako me yo, dako me. We nye jandam asem. I can just pull the fact for you. Men pesa. And me kan na minim de me kan me tia say me nya ma adwe say me ba be kasa na de be chia na Black Maria aba be fa me kofi o. Men pesa I don't know. I am pesa. The thing is there, I can just pull it out for you.
Manager.
Men pesa. There be men can tell me say me name ana there be ana otaye sa de maka cho say men pe.
Esa na disrupt.
Oh, yes say men pesa
program no.
Otaye me sa men pesa maka na ba maka ndak me jana me ko.
What you say? Esa na disrupt program.
Also make us out to say the watch. What's the meaning of this? Your life I am yes sir. Boss me, I'm very sorry. Boss me, I'm sorry. Men pesa. Oh, yeah, your life. Me boss okasa na wo. Me rem edu me susa me kasa pe you just enter no start na wo yes I don't. I don't know me can say enya no kra na say baby boss person set the record straight no. Ten bia no bam no set am me kama. Ni aya de no na ayefe.
Esa na a disruption. Esa kra na disrupt say. E ma flow no kra say. What the me chona say. Oh.
Mame Rashad no. Mame Rashad excavator some no crisis here na.
I na me cast mo unzi ya.
Excavator importation. Biba.
Den kwaku twaso yem ko.
Boss, Matthias here. Now nim. Sami Jamfi. Sami Jamfi. Eko adom is it ko si sen eka try say one of the ways you bet me as topic Galamsey, and they say excavators no. Say a bebane di nisi money baby. Nemo we say see omoso.
One kind.
Some them. Good boss Soneka. Good ball. Okay. Good ball. Boss has some America. No one. What I say purchasing no one yewe no one who say excavator say supremo. What excavator? Near him say wo na eba Dave ho eba manager ho eba me ho na nya te say obia sorry ya.
But the road constructions, how do we differentiate?
Say we have contractors in the country. So if you are being given a contract and also one person add up, that is how you can go about it. What did they make say? And some no more way no. For me, a quiet before so you best solve the Galamsey issue, and I understand it. But you see, Supremo, the fact is that he is the president of the country. Obabaye and Yabona Baso also a new supreme leader. Walk away. Nina Abona Baso. But the issue of Galamsey in the Supremo, yes, and all the people involved in our saying say Galamsey in the enough because I didn't know I didn't say more. I just some champagne now can once beside and make it.
They keep burning the champagne, but it keeps coming.
But now they say no, the number of excavators square air bomb anymore.
It's scary.
It's scary, and need now contribute to the Supreme.
Well, he's the president, and we're going to let blame at him.
Yeah.
However, some George comments there.
Yes.
We shouldn't use that. Me and Fred don't call choky president. But that is where I stand, and I feel that in as much as the president, all the things he's dressed well. Galamsey. Is there a committee dealing with Galamsey? If there is a committee, you see, we need clear timeline.
Okay.
Clear timeline. Give us 1 year. Within the 1 year, the 2 years, we are going to have a forum.
Yeah.
We are going to sit down with the mind, then discuss with them. The next 2 months, this and this is what you're going to do. The next 2 months, give timeline. More and more a small scale management. Within 3 months, everybody should get out.
Yes.
You see, we need clear timeline.
Yeah.
But comment on more making it, they could choke you on money dear. Sam George was overzealous. He's a fanatic. He's an MDC person. He needed to put his party on. But let's hold the president accountable for the things he said. I mean, that is where I stand.
But because well, so can you so one can idea you so at the two Abamano.
Oh,
I had a so the two Abamano. And state of the emergency may say no, because I also was to loss, and you know, some was to loss, and you know, lost. Now, showboy, imagine say showboy, and I'm the last 4 years. You started Galamsey once some say I come 2022, RD and around 2022, showboy Coca say, yeah, exhausted loss, Nina. Mommy and Jesse Bears or stay and Sunny declare state of emergency. Can be showboy? I know not some American.
Showboy had 8 years. This is where my problem is.
Supremo, but my room is about 4 years old.
Over 4 years, not Galamsey will not quite say Anka.
There be to say Satan MPP for to Galamsey so the campaign. What you 4 years old? 18 and my man, man, I say freedom to say what you 4 years old.
Now 4 years.
What 4 years ago?
4 years now, 16 years ago.
What carry you?
And you continuous.
And I have
continuous government.
And you can say so. Be bet me as stop Galamsey na the be can say and your president Mahaman bet me stop Galamsey because. On one can many 4 years from Frubiakubi.
He's not coming back to ask you for anything.
It is our drastic measures to be obeyed me. Dear, see, I don't know how quite preoccupy. This is the time we bet me so quite. Because and can be obey 8 years. And then Kibet Makas okay, he still has time. You should him or me, Musadia, you can say, yes, or stone Emra. City, Bakum, you know, even excavator homes and semi class, home row who I know Muniso. And let me applaud him for that. Okay, say they are coming back to Sa, a choir, first why you tall excavators, and I didn't know kind of now. So, it's I feel say 4 years naka, and Nutina, Abia, Ubuha, obey Gidi or President Mahama, so maybe be because we feel say the time you get December repay. Now you could see next year around September for phones be your multi campaign destruction near dear Beba into no many go why is here. But my memory about once again, I didn't know why I did some media in the why I
even wanted to congratulate him on one thing. I feel said the 4 years Mama no is different. Once now it looks like he has grasp on every sector of the country.
Yes.
It looks like every sector in Fabiano, he knows what is happening.
Yes.
I feel that now it will be difficult for Muhammad to be deceived by his ministers. Last 4 years, now he was out of touch. In the 4 years, no be trying. Now most of the things are, it looks like he wasn't even in the country. But now I feel that it will be difficult for you to deceive the president. He's interested in everything that is happening. The echoes will be a winning. He wants to know, and he knows, and it's brilliant. Imagine say, "Otonefa creative." He has an answer for you. Otonefa, the media, the new media. I wanted to add something.
Yeah. You wanted to add something to that.
To be honest, to be very honest, Mama Ka said he's going to. The National Signals Bureau has equipment to trace IP and all that. They never said, your communication, I knew.
Yes.
The president was very clear. Was saying hate speech. Hate speech is entirely different from criticizing the president.
Oh, yes.
He never said, say, if you criticize me, I'm coming after you.
Yes.
He never said that. He never said, say, if you are against me, I'm coming after you. He never said, if you disagree with me, I'm coming after you. Sadiq Adams busa brilliant question.
Yeah.
Kuku social media way. Say all the tribes at the group pages attack. No, we are reply. That is what is happening.
Yes.
What's on account over
50
groups.
I know in the media house on my account. Yeah.
Tribal infuriation, tribal abufuo, tribal sentiment. That is what is happening. Instead of a time, kotokane in somebody. Instead, individuals and kwane bakumako.
Yeah.
Groups.
Yeah.
Any pages and fighters and
yeah.
Those people cause a lot of harm. It looks like Ghana as a country. We don't love Ghana.
Yeah.
We love our religion. We love our tribes more than the country Ghana. And that is a problem. The president in the case say hate speech will come after you. He has everyone to say it. Because
yes.
You can't use your tribe and for abuse you to other tribe and expect the law not to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So if he says he'll come after you, he will come after you. And it is within the right of the law, so they will come after you.
Yeah.
And within the National Signals Bureau for everyone. However, you can't be a beneficiary of this hate speech. Mama benefit you.
Oh yes.
Mama benefit.
Some crowd and I'm a government and any other.
Mama benefit. In opposition or benefit or benefit or hate speech there were a lot of boys. I got to a point he didn't even need to campaign because Juman was social media.
Yeah.
I don't know say no nima because I don't know. AB no wonim. AB so no wonim.
Yeah.
But AB so afin who say I don't know even though a benefit him but it's not good.
Yeah.
So let's deal with it.
Yeah.
Abia sana who say it also deal with it. I'm not privy to his state of mind, any of the information he had at the time. We need to check those things. We need to check.
Very
extremely important. Sir, tribal agenda na social media. Kwaku Emma Cote d'Ivoire civil war si ho.
No, c'est the objective.
Rwanda civil war si ho. The tribal war na ekoso. It is dangerous. Ghana, so your might be a Kwaku Obia didn't know.
Yes.
Asantifodi Cranfodi, I before Tamalefo. Say yes,
oh,
it's you know, say yes, with that. What was Mr. Diabra? First, Beman Wedi, also where the woman in
yes.
Obano Ediani, oh, I been in
yeah.
Beman Ediani, why and cranny mempring. Asantini Beman, mempring, Asantini Ba, mempring. It was there.
Yeah.
Sebe admits here, it stopped. Steady way.
Yeah.
For the past 10-15 years, nobody cares. No one found where Edian in today. Or one up, I'm worried. Chris, back, steady way. As I started to the stand and said, hey, with a Bama said, yeah. Or Bobby said, and family, assess that.
Now, social media things about could be PA.
Yes. Where do you think that thing is coming from? Where do you think those things are coming from? Yenya Sadden, Kwakuya Doyahon. Yenano, Kwaku Unko Fro be trot from Muzan as a driver, now you need that.
Who
say o kwa koto obi aduane ebuza ma me na de ono aduane no ofiri hen ye mu say bi da.
Yeah.
So let's stop the social media. Unfortunately, the boys and the girls doing that. Omo de influence, de promo ne, omo deals no de pay.
Numbers be.
What I say, you know, if we don't check it, kwaku senka you have pick 1 2 3 ebe brasse. Say if the National Signal Bureau are picking 1 2 3 4, that tribal
we say we tribal no kwa free was hate speech and say man un say eba form. O hwe TikToker. Time of anti comedy mu issue ne buy. Aba form
kakra.
Omo beka sabati say no, people are mindful of their words.
The things they say. Ya kase ya kase ya tu bibia asawram obi anya de opa. Oman ne bebo.
Yeah.
Kwaku oman ne bejija.
Yeah.
And that is what we should try as much as possible to avoid. And you know, that is where I stand. That's what and the president spoke well.
Oh yeah. Okay, say yeah. So no there.
We're fantastic.
Oh no there. Fourth Republic there.
Fantastic leader.
About communication there. Supremo yin na.
We're a fantastic leader and
but back on the Galamsey issue no, okan bibi say no say oh you mo nyina free ho a omo nyanya alternative for they are going to be I want to say no Supremo personally I didn't like that.
Personally you mo do aburo ne you know mo che won ana.
Enye sa akra say no. Okasa am robbery. Yeah, question we that to what was good to there. Almost you created my for am man.
I understand.
I didn't enye. Aha, but aside that
alternative and all that. There's nothing like alternative to crime.
Sir, his speech and name said the aya intimi control on yard. Enye no bi na ebi mo empesa actually cake was a Charlie cake yes and
yeah. Akobodi tu okuno no.
Hey, I don't know. Hey.
Hate speech who to be akobodi tu okuno. You see, Ghana, no, I know sometimes we feel say we are beyond it. Saturday it's removed, but we are not beyond it too. We are human beings and we have emotions, and some people have unchecked emotions. Obi onoma me amete. There be a unze am catch you. So we di matem. O ka de eche me. Me reaction e de be ma asem ni mu edu.
Yeah.
Kwa go de make na what you say. Obedi di atem a kwaku me no be ze me nyode. Ushamia wuntimi nkanchire no tini matwam na mkom baby I pretend like I didn't even hear it but obi ono ma da bi busi na koma wosoro ushia na yobeto ne nza
sure
ubon se efriha na baha na etre asase quarter plot oh nipa wu Ghana you no beyond you are not beyond anything quarter plot get a quarter plot container me require this way ye container yes
container na kese yes now would be mienu
enkoso
na eno nti na de yi pictures enkoda ne ma
na ebre nti the president should act a
hard dream
the president should act Moussa Sharon ka say you should rather preach tolerance but we are not gagging anybody is the president gagging anybody
Well, I feel say tolerance and I think say to some extent you Ghana crowd your man penning for okay your man penning for to some extent your man penning for crowd omo your tolerance pa omo ba for Republic you JJ omo you very tolerant but the thing is and some bu ababi an ye kadru and some bu ababi an ye kadru ana etoda aban bi obabi afili say semanu so bi amfa anye ske guta it is what study anye say president ko 4 time ochi obi
Yes. School for
yes.
I remember a school for be like
and even sometimes nice
0593025576 I was after me picking up the come road about
na ma hu din bi kura wa se no wa o de makobroad mi because mo hu kiyoba wa ha kiyoba hwehwe Kobroad or ma kiyoba din wa
kiyoba kwa
esokene
it what is
the number of times I hwehwe kiyoba wa ha
what is here no
hey
kiyoba at is here no abuzafo kiyoba ba why kiyoba ba ya munakwa aba so
kiyoba ba
munakwa ba bi okoshe ebi no
also no akọ hibernation yes personal growth na be okoshe no ni internet or ntiate no ni phone so ntiate
hello Kobroad
the blogging supremo
Kobroad
the blogging supremo
Kobroad
Can Asu-B
the Canadian scientist
the the king of Asu-B.
Ghanaian scientist.
The best manager said to die. I want to know once.
Oh, nina account.
King or life.
Any problem, crowd.
Yeah, or life with Tina to die. Anna dear, Omoka be a tick. Oh, to see be a person can be announced to swab a bit. So I've been a yes, be a yes, but to job which the best manager say we never try crime. Ken, my check in Uber.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hello, can you say baby or not right in your other Wabagana?
Na wabagana na ọma efie party a ana yese wi ase wo se akwabia kidnap no zo ọma yenhu na de yen kan wo
we kidnap adani ndc ni on kan okre adani ndc kan okre obua obi on light wo pa wa sheda akwabia kidnap no na won kidnap obi na o de ba metia no
enkwa
mame mo mahama baso
okay
with the media engagement now. Media kakra meka wo ne nsemi na ho ne se Ras Ghana politics and kasa do kasa be kan okra wo nyane aba wo. Kasa be kan okra pa so be nyane aba de ogwa ti me hu se normal enye bibi on be kan bia no betimi aye. Me only problem na me won se witimi kosa Galamsey nso egu ye water robem. Na mo de be gina kwa ho ton. Over the 8 months, not still a month in your home, no one have a problem. And yes, I dear. I'll meet me a solve. When you're more chance, me but
chance.
Yeah, me take me. Say, a solve Galamsey issue now on Rash. This is what we want to do. We have to do. So the Mahama can say, what's in your alternative the moment, and they are 100% because I can say it affects about 4 million people. Now, more the year they compare comfort, but meaning is our comfort 4 million of Ghana.
Okay.
It is uncle for with that 4 million. See, because you 2 money now will be a near Bua. Rush, a better breedy chronos are.
Oh, but like Kubusa, I say, I'm Robertson, so your cousin Munya and Uncle Yuabe.
And we must see almost become one best in home. Oh, many Robenya, we just have I'm Robert now. Ubekumbekum no mo to Galamsey na nkasa no me my Galamsey ni bi pen me na me born number 5 but me na me born no 50 cedis a day omo ebubo ebianam na mu ye adwuma no ebi wo ni pay 100 cedis 200 cedis a day we say down so bi asawo ye omo nye sika kesi ankasa omo concession omo nye sika kesi ankasa na but dodo na me o secondary school na me tubi I think I me president that is what I would do. Mr. Must solve within 1 year. The 1 year na mess solve and say Kumasi Accra Road. A moment compare engineer via a month at Galamsey for in go. Every day we bet you a 100 cities. Rash, so we implement this idea. We are said here Burkina Faso presidency in the crew now. One causes engineers be on 1 day or Maquino. Ghana acquiring now Galamsey for no. Within 4 years' time. Obia will Galamsey site to be a conformo. Every day, be to be a 100 cities. We are sure, say within the month, and you check 3,000 Ghana cities, right? Mrs. Yentman reducing the company, bit reducing within about 90%.
Okay.
Ghana is here quine. For Galamsey for Nia quine. Ghana is here trams. Ghana is here train railway. For Galamsey for Nia, and it's so easy to do. Because of the Galamsey for a year railway or Ghana. Russia bet me say. Mom to abana mama next for you na ka me call for MP by me guy say me ba for presidency.
Kobro na say
na mom to abana for mama na me fa kwan here.
Me da say.
Kobro Galamsey hu kwan.
Me da say Kobro. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Rashad, mom, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nasi. Hey, you don't catch it.
I just say how bad day. What did you say?
So we are recording.
Now so it so they be you tie pa about akonyo enya enfre enter adwe but
that's
it was right here. Na ibi aboko there.
Nyame
ado. Hey, then I could quite a quantity PPC.
Really, Nazi.
Mama, I want to continue the people, Sano.
Mama, conclusion on no. Mama, pressure.
No conclusion on no. Hey,
Nasi.
All say, your God and Cassan, your politics, you know. You can say you to yes, you can. You can. I say, simple phone, but Sebi. One more to me, boy, LBBM, but Kakana Boyano. You say, come, as I say, I can help you. So, say, good, one good, one two. But me, who show me TBM. What you say, TBM, you should have been now, so I can't say, own guy too, I can't say, own guy too. So, okay, I can't say, no better over here. Odi ka say no better over, but everybody do guys say be Ghana. Na God na utu. And so I go jira ko ko shia kaya. And anyway, you will ending. Yeah, you are breaking Rashad. Mekanya ko hata so ni say. Ejuma amanfo enyo abrochi mu hanom no. Sanke Ghana ko ka so nye. So, I say Jumano. Now, so the party Ghana say, Ejuma, Rashad, women ya with they support you and pay one. Let's say the ones who answer Sebi, and one kura or mine are Nipa the team. Who many years for my no share. Traoré, Niguma, obviously a young boy, 35 years, young boy. Now 50, 70 years, 50 years, 18 years, we are. I said, hey, yeah. Africa, yeah, break. When the Ghana, Africa, yeah, break.
Hello. Hello. Nana Boadu.
Belgium.
Nana
Boadu from Belgium.
They are Supremo there. They don't boy him.
Nana Boadu. I was my head. Nana Boadu is my head. Nobody say my head.
How many want to see Appiah?
I said, Yakwaba. Sitting here, bomb with you. Tin here, bomb with you.
Sergio Ramos or Madame Bonadia.
Yakwani Muna Bentino. Didn't say
Sergio Ramos, yes, many also, yes, I was a bet you on Mr. Winner, and so no, I am also Ghana, the Ghana and the politics on the serious note. Who's there? Most of the Canada.
Yeah.
And I used to Canada, Belgium, Nasif, yeah. But who's the BI and the politics of Ghana and the map? Me can't be said, and then you can't be said. So, and this will be lose you up. And yet, on one side, more kind, no one say, in future, and everybody see her. What the politics the idea? 1 year, and I read back, and you have the mandate to stop this. And I'm not done this. So, when you must have the and I buy 7 minutes to debate it. But here, the right thing, here, portray those in the area of your war power. Now, opposition, now support. Everybody say, you can't be a more usual. Galamsey, they say, Ghana. Supremo de Wakasa,
Galamsey de Macon, and I'm saying, come was a crabby.
What and still good. Actually, the sense I'm on board to me. It's serious. Many know them not to be Namaka and the car and no quote.
Medasia, Bodu. Yeah, pick it through.
Yeah.
Not me what 2 topics you ambassador comes about burning, but election 7 chain.
Yes, I don't hear.
What is that? Akrabi say, never back watching a boy in your kuno.
Mate.
And some night be brilliant, but yeah, baby, mammy, come on, they've said, what video and audio. Okay, yeah, video come on, but. It looks like when we say elder rich my wajuma to be short bed 2-3 minutes be my why I know busana we so be my na you see in the meantime no mama chia nipa mi no sabimra na eba na video na ready akra no si akoche ne yakoche ne boy and wo huri wo am ya che ne boy nti no wo ku ne ho akra no de asemo abuja mama chia best do door shipping best do door shipping se men kan show say opeso de name free UK at the back Ghana abuja me ka say from UK to Ghana and one the best deal door to door shipping oyibe ka say na UK hin fa na me wa obetima be fa ne ma no ba bia wo UK bia wa be fa ne ma no na ba bia wo Ghana bia so ye de be ko e de amount unya problem unya how bia date be show say be ko kudru no e be duru sa date na nya afi na ya delay o na bro nya ne ma aba be duru Easter debi time be show e be duru sa time no e no nkoda nche no say me buy me ne ma no e bia yera ya teso ama me hu me ne ma bi debi no best deal unya omo sa eti form number na free na ye ne wo entwetwe nkomo ye wo UK number ene wo Ghana mu bia wo free a ubenya ye no bedi nkomo na bibia aye kama na me ka say Aslam Fashion School so say me mon kai say opese wo sua ade pam ankasa eye fashion school so opese wo sua ade pam anything related to fashion say ye maniema emema wedding gown suits bead making modeling obano no fe otimi sakro betima ye model for Abra Aslam Fashion School in batik tie and dye ni nyina ye kire e wo Aslam Fashion School ye okuma say Methodist Retreat Center na nchen wona e na ye wo as I speak with you Aslam Fashion School is the biggest fashion school in Ghana. And in Fantete, with a no cap, yeah, the best. For a number of free, na you know, nutrition common. I am more now. Ubano, onsia. Your morning session, your afternoon session, your evening session. The time I be piano, you bet me at show, and I you always still facilities or so. 2 for a chain bar, a money how, and also a bet show. You be a bet your branding, leadership, customer service, and marketing. Now the Koya Juma. Akwaku si uyi na me kai say Basilia Construction and Services so say me mom kai say real estate construction and awope say real estate and apese simon obi also a general building was in fie no o pese si fie ankasa ma no 1 bedroom 2 bedroom 3 bedroom say it be sia ma a building development na apese yema wa no so ni project management uni ha na apese manage project ma wa and so be ne kama e de amount and na design build service and so yeni pa be design kama unya problem bia concrete product ankasa na pe bia to and so no ye benya bia renovation and remodeling and so yeni pa labor services and so ye betima nya labor services amawa omo no be ya adwuma na kama ye free Basilia Construction Services Limited fire number of free 0246 0241 677 0241 na eno twetwe nkomo na yemo na bibia enye kama enfama 3P garlic mixture say men can show say so system na weak now to that sorry I won yare but why am so we hear say ukenya ho immune system no we ye ho adwuma obi ono ma toton bibia krafa no wayare bibi ketekete dabi o immune system na weak we hear 3P garlic mixture o blood pressure no kosro doctor say sugar level no baby na nam nye doctor catch you say the as 193 emwa stroke ben o da utimi jonso dey utimi jonso sai bi okra dey so utimi jonso kra obi on ma na dey na asma yenu ma no konfichira obre wo dey na 3P garlic mixture akra obenya bi ato kumase ye wo ho koforidia ho eno aso bebore any herbal shop obenya bi ato open the rate on free numbers no ye bebo mo nya bi atu na djuma pese odidi bia no wo de akodi na me ka wo say Zion View Construction and Services say men can show say general building construction damness treatment obi on we sit down na se fufu na say efrofro ana de pampa kraba dem wo problem na treat ya ma wa Zion View Construction and Services obi on ma problem na design plan ama na wo de be si ne fie ni na Zion View Construction and Services ye be na beginning obi on ma 2 bedroom 5 bedroom 10 obi on ma bronsan sorry die any kind of building be and Zion View Construction cement can just say obetene te e de amount yes ayo Italian graffiato papa ye na Italian graffiato wo dan ho abemu say yes graffiato ye fe stamp concrete na pe floor say na be ya kuma no be nya be di agorabo out what the ane a Zion View Construction opposite floor and one is Zion View Construction for 0543 123829 and 0249 711659 the whole Ghana baby ya okokoye adwuma enti woni problem obeye adwuma na kama na wa sort o ahwe wo kama unya problem bia. I was a lazy tomato mix men can choose kodwa so akase me pe lazy tomato mix kodwa so a odi an lazy tomato mix kona kwaje odi lazy tomato mix tie dini ye enkonko toto basa bia na fa woyam na waye moso na ebo yare na ye o sei eye lazy tomato mix kona kwaje odi dwaso ba bia bi ho bojoboje supermarket ba bia lazy tomato mix e ho no oje no wi a na waje lazy shito so dwaso a eno so tata hwe pa authentic Ghanaian shito Dave authentic Ghanaian shito ena eno so dwaso ye friend lazy shito eno so okwa obinya ode obi a ne bayi ko school a tibihye ne bagim oba no SS opehyeto ko school jelizi shito mano oba no university tobi mano ukwa akwasra no university tobi mano boys ukwa akwasra girl university hu hwe anfa nkoma no koma na lazy shito uni ana wa bro chire ni so oba to bibi na to lazy shito kan fa koma no dwaso ba bia bi wo authentic Ghanaian shito pa ye number sini go screen 0501683344 offer dudu to afre ne no emon komo na me ka wo say Anasbo enterprise POP no the whole Ghana baby awo bia no wo pese obeye POP pa na interior decor amawa eno Anasbo enterprise bowura fie baby a wo frɛ na asme wo tamale me wo tema me wo Upper West me wo Cape Coast me wo Kumasi me wo suan baby a se me wo de wo hu POP bi o baby seresi kye no wo pebi Franas boy obesho kama na bibia yo kama ene interior deco obey bibia kama e de amawa unya problem bia e wo fie ene wo down Bridgestone Consults say men kan show say opa adwuma ye yese Ghana ye de ye nya adwuma nye abuja ye hia ni pawo e wo Dubai say omunkonko ye adwuma ye hia ni pawo Dubai so mekwa kwa ye adwuma uni moto twi uni bicycle twi uni construction ye Nima miensa we nyina zo nimye uni moto twi opa adwuma ye 0734371984 uni bicycle twi betimi de ye adwuma frɛ number no anase we mason construction na opese utukwan ai Dubai ye penipa ho free accommodation we abeda nye problem transportation enye problem free medical insurance o visa ye be quick the amount uni problem bi anti no frɛ number no free na ye mo na bibia enye kama ye frɛ ye Bridgestone Console Limited okwa kan say GhPage for na sebra o me show ma wa kra woni bachi kwa frɛ number no na free kwa
Supremo
ye frɛ say Akrai.
Yeah.
Audio bi babonten. Ooh. Beautiful young lady, very beautiful. Menyi ni so we about 16 years simple.
Oh, nice girl. We there. We were quite 16. 2016. You can be depending on month no.
16 because so as we na almost 16.
We do almost 16.
Your friend say Pascaline.
Oh.
Pascal ko school say anamon. Yeso offense so.
Namon.
Offense kwa mo baby namo ho na okrai ko school audio babo ntisa akra na wu yes audio say akra na wu simply because you say ne waje aziat ekso ko fi oyare na ne papa mo si na chi no na wo bana je aziat dada wo ko no say what na school for ni bi wakwahye boy bi ho wachira boy ni picture we wakwahye kapu ho ewo kru ono e town boy wakwahye wachina kwakwahye ho
ondo new student
debi ono e town boy wakwahye no wajieze ta kwahye boy no ena papa ne tie no se what with my direct me kufie no the police kwache boy no audio na ba bontie no the police kwache old boy no na eya abaye yeja watch me boy and according to audio no okuno
okay
onu maduro okuno
per audio no narration there
yes na udum say asem say ye ntena ase ye tu ana mo akofie o
okay
ene papa na kodi nkomo say the band dia poti ne ku
de ya tu audio no na no kra na say
tie audio no mra ye ba
papa ne ba ye no
ai
na audio won ba
ye tie audio no wi a na afi ye ba be tie papa no so onu asem ye ko tie audio no mra
and no sign exact set or coffee na question the boy chain or town and ne papa so ba school man be say so mo ba say no mo be say na see free house mistress or a house mistress ka chere ne papa say sign so coffee and I'm watching papa de kwachi boy ne tum ne boy on the dating to na kan so no poison na kuno.
Big shout outs to Form 2 for na ebe ko Form 3 ni nyina. Ye seniors na ebe enyo mu de ni bia. Ye de ni say kutu say bam. Enyo mu de ni bia ye de ni ya asante aka de what na say kutu say
And no sign exact say o coffee na ko se ne boy chen o town and na ne papa so ba school man be say so mo ba say no mo be say na see free house mistress or a house mistress ka chere ne papa say sign exact so coffee and I'm watching papa de kwachi boy ne tum ne boy on the dating to na kan so no poison na kuno.
Big shout outs to Form 2 for na ebe ko Form 3 ni nyina. Ye seniors na ebe enyo mu de ni bia. Ye de ni say kutu say bam. Enyo mu de ni bia ye de ni ya asante aka de what na say kutu say bam.
Young lady. Very, very beautiful young lady. So much future ahead of her. Very beautiful young lady. Now, audio number 1 so na yenku tie mu nsɛmumra. Ɛna broku su akɔbo. Na according to papa no, ɛnyɛ no kore. Ne ba da nku ne ho.
Oh.
Na ne ba no ɛno kore. Ɔgye ezi atene kɔ na damfo bi ho. Ama ɔde police fo kɔ ho. Ba na ne ba no yare ampa. Ti ɔmo Rashad kwa ne kɔ hospital. Ɔmo kɔ ɛno mo say malaria. Malaria plus also. Na enumum ɛna aku ne ba no.
Oh.
Na nyɛ akra no sɛ wɔno maduro.
Oh.
Ba yinti papa ne kakramra. Yinti kakramra.
Oda ne Pascal.
Obisa asem. Ye need dare home, me need dare home pa na enka enya mo pa dia anka be den se mekasa.
Ye dase.
Me ye kan Pascal na me ankasa me twotwo pa me amemuja me ba. Me ana me wo no. Omo ye nkwara 4.
Oh.
On the tosu ni.
Oh. Na Pascal ni fie din edesen.
Abena bema.
Eye no kwese be ma frem.
No kwasem ni. O frem so ba ye wo hwe abusua atenase. E na hwe ade mafadi ene se de manim ahonhunu ya hu se eni braba ko be ma frem.
Daddy eba ne sen.
The ten say o school mo ofenso na mo senior high. Et no ye me de medical see no school bra mo sign returning school no you could see no me madam fo you see ni wie ne niam yi ni niam nyina ma na eja ho bai eti e de say ni say school man no wa eti ade na sisi me so ti me ho da ko bi na me frɛ ne house mistress no madam asanto e bi sa ne say Pascal en ho te sen no oh Pascal en agi esiat on tiaponti so obefi and I'm say when you onya medufi eti no kwasem ni na aye me ni bresem kakra eti ema mantena asem no so ema me to ase ene office ku mu no ma fie dia e bia na okoba bi no obesan ba ti yentwen ti ade chi still na mfre no say o mai na chese akoye say office ku mu no so oba fie no ma me hode na wo say me so me ye ti kohwehwe no ti me yesa me ko school mu no makohu house mistress no me ko hu no kwasem ni nti me busebusa ankra na ne house mistress ne busebusa mu a say na chese na damfo baba ko no ye adamfo ewo school mu ho no say na damfo no so rent dan ewo efie say ho na no ti no kwasem ni ye duedue mu na ono ankra na bi ko kire ba bia owo ti no kwasem ni me ko emani bre
so ni bebre
mani bre pa sa akwadam do to school mu aka mre kakra bi na wura SHS 3 na chese o even this year cry see mu omo ye school ni nyina best singers on the G award no.
Oh
yes we are very talented eti na ma mani abrepa anti me di kan bo posifo amanye say me ba na free bayira eti no kwasem de call ye hunu say na owo efie ho no ema posifo no ye chirifie ofo no omo no mo ho de obi a ofie enti fie wura ne pa che wo say osre ye nyan maninka no no abeba posi anti ase enti ye ka so omra police station even sesi akwa me no mo ka say enra due ko ho ka wo mo maka ne ko che o mu nyina san aduane eti in fact ye akura no pie ba ya ye nyan ko odwane and I'm a chino. The opia by ya made them satu ni ko and any benjamin. Then besides then see. And was you free school no na down for no cool fear na one man. Me friend Madam Antoine in Crow when he be so friendly born a man, it in who one born. Say Obeba. Now I'm say we will buy dear na me yaw. And nothing one may drew her, I confess any brace yaba. Tea me didn't call post station. Say on corner Omumuse Bisano, say be a BB course any idea. Posy for us to be
Supremo. A lengthy conversation. Hey. A lengthy conversation.
Serious.
The full interview is live on GhPage. Either GhPage TV, YouTube, or GhPage News Facebook. It will be a bit me a live. Me know what saying a live. It's a bit more full conversation that you could see. It's a go. You know about Fefe.
Supremo. Start. Your friend say Pascal. Oh. Yango pon fa ne currency.
Yeah, Pascal.
Na secondary school mun sensem de. Ene ebatete no. Ana hardwe yina secondary school Supremo Yakobi yehu na ma na ekoso ho
rewarder
Supremo ade ba ko a meka hye nyame anum nyam sma bi da
science lab one na wo
oh the science lab sa e ho no kra ma ko hoda me no hu
obri abo na eka
obri abo asem de obri abo asem de obri abo asem obri abo no obudan house me kind house ano
obri abo ase
na me ne house kwa
wasi ye hwesu one thing.
Oh, there
be your guest house.
Men come on, more show. There be no friends out. No friend no kuma kadi hotel. Ana na your plantation in rain was man for order. Adam real school am catch boys and say kuma ji mo so omo fam friend on go hwade no mu kodidi.
And I was fam fa.
Aha. Na your call no. All more 12 diana no. Nse na me mama ni atrade o na squad a oni omo nante ase na namfo fo omo trade ye o ha na omo pie that day no so near real school na kan tun se hwe so
can you school for the report to call
dey tell na me ko ba bia na no ade ba ko am meet maka se boa me no
okay
na me mama ni atrade o school mo en na the discipline level no was so cry into no yes so asem ko DC no wo kan bia timete ye no na me am ka kire me won say ade a me ya edme be ko ho e wo so no patch o ma me de menye ntina ana me consume too me for
one wure nim no ye two one ase unze one with yi blocks be two one ntino bia ba that is
now ase ho no wa ye
one na na fa ko
yeah but me etinsem papa etino bia kra ya yi se odua ne corner down football enye wan David ana enya asem foforo announce school no mostly town boys no udi agura on be say oba yes oba no say o ye be mo so oba on be say oba town boys no de announce onye dru SSA no a enyoma Supremo eni pabo say minim when is Supremo at this stage enyoma enye wo fese no ena yo nkra no fe pa
wakata
yes
akata so nzura
drip on drip
akata so nzura wu
David those one raw half
akata nzura
it's no I understand nemum no malaria asema yeken ana wo ka ho asem
yeah say papa no say on the sanity
which means na akra na yare ampa no GS at nse so beku fie no
na boy na bra na me hwe wo na e means a doctor
and no problem no so and no problem no call ya and malaria no etna omucha super etimi bubu
betima bubu
malaria betima bubu
etimi affect wadwen nyina
yes
dangerous
malaria ya fa no normal because etimi na take pharmacy bia over the counter bia to malaria drug
any system no na
yes intina na fa malaria say malaria ya dey a hard drain papa we asem na akwakosia and I don't know what they are going to do to the boy but asem na
boy no dey okay akran age na be chere
asat wo ye in age no because the fact say all 2025 mun just when you 16 no in the age na be chere say kidnapping say then on say yeah na be chere but a very unfortunate papa no nebusu na also on man 9
okon the best you
sa yes omo so omo say dem see define the best you na nkasa o
nye no mama damfo
David omo dey any different cry
cross say best in mu define ne say
a different cry. And you see, Supremo na enye caution to guys na wabon enkro mo nyini yo
omususa
hwe said the omusiti no omo hunu ma e bia wo time na wo ni age no na wunim because of social media no TikTok no ni ade asabi obesa said also ye nanim e de sa asa nzu badwen so wanyini ntin wo yesa wo nyini ye
omususa
wo mu nyini engine so mo de agro no kra ba mu nwane mfra agro no so onya sa asamba sisi ya so
obenya problem asem mra say akra no nyanya 16 years no be down paso kra pamo no
yeah
onim nyanza etine se wanwene ankwa chiri sa na ekwese de be ha
because odu say no onim se wanyini obeso oye bibia bi hwe especially omo ho soso kakra
se oye no so
yeah into oba dwane why dwane wona nte kro obechew dwane
and I teacher for no so mususu nkura na insurance
I didn't know e wo be tiri say e dey ya o me call us what is be dey for you dey will say e dey ya
a teacher for no so mususu nkura na insurance mususu nkura na so allowance no me nkura na po bonum mususu o teacher for
na mo secondary school
teacher for nkura susu ye offer su ni mo susu
maybe school mu dey na me hu bibisa ho na ya makwan unso makwan sa obi akwa abanje mu ba be shisha na ba ko ka say na school awoko teachers ni be bad class no mind tented enti baby bit ma pack in away bi akwan a girl no ana say girls ni be wuram omo betu apie say na onya wuram no opie de onya dru gate
teacher ni work o say teacher di ka unti nga so say
come be for so mbe pie no
teacher for no we crib
what I said recently there was this video from one of girls schools here yes Kruma say ya yes nkra no say omo do omo order boat no
na boat ni be si omo kwahye boot me hu say na headmistress
yes nto mo pie no hwa na en sound ye ma security na boat o ba be wram na wo pie so
na ko MTD ne say
omo ko bie boot pija mu ankra na abubu omo mu acrobatics pa
no mo gubu
no mo gubu to omo kwai
wo tu say ade a omo taye
man kan jo say na minimum brand bi and your friend efu sana na yin na friend
the auto wig no
oh yeah nkran say ya o kan wunti and o wall rig different 5 or 6 into kasa wo ba na ho a no ahia
no dey
ahia 500 meters away crowd no ama ba ko gise
yes o hu so ya kra
so
enya fa
ana nkran say do mu sitie ni ntino onya hia rig ni nya gu so pe o da so 21 a obejedi kaso 22 obejedi
obejedi
into the why we say 18 19 20 no crash still one pa obetima sharig na catch us
21 tino mestre mo nya careful
na say videos ani ehwehwe e wo crofrom ba ya agidin kra ya no mo ho a members me body crofrom ba
yesem kra pa
on be catch us on kra ni na secondary school
yesem kra
and so show mo we no e na to da o ma ba fi o ma vacation no unso tattoo no mo de permanent
stickers
mo de ayi yo mo ho and o ma yi yo mo cleavage ni ade ne nyom mo to ni siso mo twa da bi hu say student siso mo twa ya catch us sa akra no say o we say stu a wunji
o teacher ni kra o jina kra hu no
enti no yesre mo nkra no munyini omunyini do mo ho ba mo nko
awofo no so me ni nko nkra
why mo nko
because to be honest with me a parent na me ba we sesa I feel say me teacher ni bi say madam for bi ration sa na ma catch her say uba no me yini say obeji ezieta ko ba bi o meji permission wo ho ansa
yes
etini say we free campus and some no be free just oba wo
yes
and oba wo be free na catch him say asumasi abaje say
oba fie and how oba ba fa no
what you say and you see chala ye ni ankra no ba adwen o ankra is because of social media no ama aso oma nyini ntem
yes
oma nyini prekope you know yes you put some measures in place MY na teacher for the SRM teacher for the you offer some mususa
all man credit you do
teacher for the SRM granu nyini
that's the be because you say kofi fine boy kofi kwa the service girls school you are kofi fine boy na niti yi we see we no fedi ase ahwe dirty gens aye you could turn for national service supposed to know after the drama that would share the story from nice boy. Let me say, wow, gentleman. I would want to believe say you have to 2 years with you, but me girls in a dozen, and I mean to me sign on time now about spend one will be now the problem now. Nti be ya mama ma letter. Na fa kwadi reposting what. Na go fi yes madam.
We fanboy
too much one we ya. Ana go fi too. Reposting the crash you obode to here. No ko ya na de din.
Well no problem.
David no call the baby. So cause madam na sha branch no gina on na. Afafa yi bi wa ha ni ade. Madam on be ha no. Yes.
Teacher for this room. Yes, I check it on room. I check it. No, no, question morality. Which tell mass we are. Obefia make
that's a mom ko unse weekends nso abia unse chess ni nso mo bangalo. Oh, to bo ho a bia oh we dey asem ba oba be clean ho.
Dabi nyo ba nba. Enyo ba nba fa no. Kope made ko ware, ukra ware. Udi dra ware.
Obu oko be on na no.
Teacher ni kwadi dra ware.
Obu oko be on master.
Omucho mu free of us no. Yeah, rough. Kwa kuno ko share Ajagraja no.
Sir.
And no say Ajagraja eba ya de wa.
Yeah.
Ena me you know say no power run no some run am say me ba wo. Me ko so many hanky and manager na ko.
Oh nice.
And you kwani say and you ntwetwe nkomo ka.
Oh beautiful.
Haba na so te ba.
Yeah, so nan say mahu say papa and ma me come for mahu say obobo golf bi.
Oh baba golf say.
One businessman bi ne.
One titru ne ahemfo. Oh so
obo club team no obo taki na.
Na
golf bi ne ade. Oh okay.
So say golf.
Any this all kind of okay.
Say we na obi ananim nyina twe.
Ya so be 14 to 18 holes so say then be ba no. Na say the 190 free akobe offense so about. Nyoma ko video.
Say obi bo ni hwim ni traffic light.
Osa okoboba. Also okoboba. Enya no na yesu so na boni chaskele. Ana chaskele ni cricket.
Chaskele na e ba.
Eno na is cricket ana.
Da bi o chaskele no. Unse na ye basket ni si o. Ena e bo atum eze sente.
Na cricket no so unse cricket no so abrofo no bo.
Unse ni na ye ni ebobi. Ni nyina say na abrofo na o ma be modernize no mafa. Boy ade wa hadada.
Okay.
Is a golf o here ni de. Enye wo hobby ni golf. Is a golf na ke so na e bu.
Supreme pese okobobi. Supreme me fa nko e we golf park we e you hono.
Yeah, golf park what na wo ka say wu le hono ma.
Ote.
Ho from na kra different.
Ote. Wa ot is cassette no. So ot bi da no.
Eh na ska na bon ha say.
Ote ufi. Hey.
So here ni de. Enye wo hobby ni golf.
Oh. Supreme unko bobi.
Enye wo hobby ni golf.
Tu sia papa.
Oh, mi sia papa.
Oh nice. Ocha no am there.
Oh, me ka
yes. Oh.
Obodinza.
Yeah.
Yeah, come over. I think it's over an hour 20-30 minutes. It didn't come up hanky young wajuma. But there's a particular session be. And I'm going to papa with it. Yan can was and be trying to check.
Okay.
It's what a quick moment channel.
Matea.
No me was a super say we be. And besides we be. Ever wow. To the remember.
Samedi Yesu di diamant mi wari mienu. Samedi Yesu di dia, samedi Yesu anamon so dia ti o. Samedi Yesu anamon so mi ti mi kan je mi nia se kasia. Oso be ko bo samedi. Mi di Yesu anamon a, mi kas bebre ye dia che mi o samedi ni nyina che de kaba ko. Yesu se to wa wodi nyina na be di maji. Mi so ma wodi e do so mi ti ton. Ti be Moses. Obi atrusu do obeso obedi na chi. Moses used to say yes. He came as a deliverer. Jesus also came as a deliverer. And it's a Moses. Yes, to frame Moses like Jesus, but according to Christians.
Yes.
That means the Moses are powerful.
Yeah, we're very powerful.
About we be Moses. What woman? Ebe no so many years ago. What boy wow.
Obi anju so de.
Obi anju so de. Ade na
chincha me fa wo de. Chincha me fa wo de.
Se me fa Jesus se me di Jesus cha. E mo afọ de bo ho hia.
And the see atwam.
Thank you. E ja denti na me medi Jesus chi. Ba Jesus je man ka so wa ba, be so wa ba.
Ba me ni nana mo no so.
Ni nana mo so. E do di mate me di obi. Me timi no ba ba ko pentra kopi wuda. Me a hypocrite.
Papa na say no so de ntokwa wo.
I dey talk about say.
Ah papa na say
first wife then the second wife then the third wife then the fourth wife then the girlfriend number 1, girlfriend number 2, girlfriend number 3. Kokuba number 1 kokuba na etwa mo chena me dare si ehyem fifi. Me da no to cry yes man. Wega wo. Ngiri. Wega wo. Ngiri. Wega wo. Ngiri. Sami di Yesu di dia me ntimi nware mienu.
Dia me sene twa asem de bro. Me sene twa asem we me de bro. Na me pese me busa wo. Wo pese wo ye bia na.
Supremo.
Ama wo de ho picture nyina kire me o.
Any nkofon twa interviews no. Interview no.
T wife number 1 number 2 number 3.
Into dream no.
The dream ni. The dream ni.
Wife 1 wife 2 wife 3
wife.
Girlfriend 1 girlfriend 2.
The target no. I don't know. Ko so dream no na.
Supremo.
O dream no na.
Dream no. Don't say obia ne die so na bia ne bi di bi achi o. O say wife 1 wife 2 wife 3 wife 4 girlfriend. You know also say nya ni nyina ho aka de o.
Also nya ho aka de.
Papa jagraja. Oh ho aka de o. Said the osika ni. Oh ho aka de. Supremo. Na de bia also na so obeba akon 200 cedis a. Also bo bia konhuma
o top bench am bia
also top bench ni mo bia because yes me tie sikani bia also on wo toka amanere no ma bench we ya obeto bench no ato we ama we nti wonu ntimi me complain say ana atoka kese ma we na wan to sa kese ni bia ma to bia ne de
also do mo pe
yes obi nso kra believe say de no working obi wo kra na ono no nko akokọ wo a ebia na ni fie
kan wasam
yeah bibisa yeah oh ebia na problem bi
me say enen some aburo so da
sansem ni nyina ho obi nso ho a ono economics ebia ono akọ school a nti believe say also distribute well
okay
kakra bansem but otoka opo baby ukra wo no ubonton ben o se bi ekwo na o se bra no opedua nani opago nani no wa pepe na at least wa tretrim say there be obi anso be benefit obi nso believe ne say one fam ma bibria untimi kra anrane adwuma nya successful
because also unya that expertise
no oh asama be ka kire we ni asama be ka kire dia so ye no nitimi boa e settle up yi na wo wetimi
ani bibi na mo
ani hode but people me nya sa kukodro no what I say me nya sa kukodro no enu ti no de Yesu ni Moses mu nyina ye example no so ono be bia wogina nie ono no so wan ogine die Moses ana Moses mrano so say e ma no ho kwan even though say sa debate in the to prophet Medro our mama answer
our so Bible say dem for our do
with the to our mama answer okay it me phone call ha
ke France mando
okay e ma ni so but when say debate asofo ni bi kan ho asem say Bible nka ho asem
Bible nka sa o say oye oba o say oye okuba eyere it's that means
said obesi interpreting in there
but plenty I think that is what
said obesi interpreting in there o say obi o for no o timi ye na asiso obi so o against no o timi na asiso it's right to say law o sometimes say you can't say na da hosa na say won te ho ase a na obi a akọ court na akọ siki
interpretation
sa pepepe sa na no na yo but me I feel say hwe na ho beso na nipa na ne to no ne ka na obeti ase na nkofa problem bia ma ehye wo wasem what I say ba o mpe problem bia na so hwe na ba kumpo o hwe the wa o hwe se de usi bra
ni me fa ko achi
so na ne ba je papa jagraja no Africa anyene enu nti na ya no ka se ebia me oba me mfa emasemu me jada me mfa ana nkofo di na temu a
se o de be suma fidie no
kofo di na temu na menti ase koso no aka se nya ho na ne gidio ano no nware ba ko he has been very consistent with it. Me personally I appreciate the fact say he has been very very consistent e was aside ho baby I won so the eda no we gina ho but Supremo I'm looking forward to this interview this conversation I'm really looking forward to it
I'm
really looking forward to it and I think that yes. With the weekend the mon force so na mon fan serve here. Na ya no man ni wa ye shero do. Yes. Mon fan serve here. Na nim say
intelligent.
Unim say last year. Yes, you remember become intelligence na some cry. Na nim say last year. Last year no best try na last year. Last year best try. Oh, because say more buy new bear man tuning some from one of from you because you are mine. Koku yama show. When you say Koku yama show, no, I had to say a interview your friend say a lady are free me. Back and front,
back and front. I don't say Siana.
Koku yama show. Koku yama show. Actually 2 months be as ako. As a blow. Koku yama show.
Koku yama show.
Acha 2 months. Oh, how about Koku yama show? Koku yama show. Aha. Koku yama show. Oko Twitter say ya. Ejinidi wo pa. Oko TikTok on so Koku yama show. Enti. Oka so be sere ya. Dabio say na mpese o kiremu yi. Say na no si kiremu na de. Ni e penchiremu ni yi.
Say obi tade yo.
Dabi obi fanya. Me say de papa si kiremu de. Koku yama show. Na unze na ni intelligence de.
Well, super intelligent.
Yes.
And you can impeccable English or cabrofo.
Oh yeah.
Because one trank. Because one take.
Ma say na yi no golf your boy ya Metro TV.
Interview ni.
Omo ye post to ye. Ma say nkofo and
wọ́n sẹ́ sọ́rọ̀ sí tiẹ̀ wọ́n á bí jẹ́ sẹ́ ànásí wẹ́ẹ́ díẹ̀ wọ́n ní mìíràn yìí.
Dabi o nepa nkofo ni mo ne papa oni school o.
Ne papa e wo school ya.
No one obi o ye proprietor ono.
O ma ne ba nsu ade da.
She. O mu defense pro be say catch us of first na di ko we ntwa na nti.
We're very intelligent.
Yeah.
Was suade. He said a lot of things and I believe say ye be hwe. Na ye nyina no ye dey entertaining. No suade.
Yeah.
E wo most especially.
Supremo, you be any sorry on.
Na ye ko na me go so kai o mo say
December.
Be say no ben ho eti adofo mo me mo Christmas with the widows. Na ye starting into one mo na ye bi anya kama. Eti na 27th Rapaholic.
Yes, Rapaholic on the 27th of September. Yes. And also
Basu. And so for when you kosana mon kai say 27th of December Rapaholic.
Yeah.
And so Basu.
Yeah.
And you know, Obi am prepared home. I think say Saturday coming week, right?
I Saturday coming week. Say and nay to
it's actually 2 weeks. Yeah. I think it's actually 2 weeks.
Hey, Debbie, we be Monday.
Rapaholic. Saturday. In a Monday, I want to go.
What's na you?
Saturday.
Okay.
It's your vision for Alex. Open ticket in be star 714 star 66 hash. Na wakwa kwa jodi na. Mwaba me nyina ya party. Yene ye Kinsak. But 31st October so. Ayo say match.
Yes, so say match.
No say match. No so Baso live.
Kwaku smoke ne jebad mo
ne kwaku flake mo boys na aka no almost so omo ba life. I also take it in star 365 star 88 star 987 hash and all cost Rotary Park
no
ye nyina no yemo e ho ne yenko ne enye kama nti kwaku
Supremo
ye do bibi ase
hani de besi na me aduma
Facebook omo free amenti me apeke mo fanche me nyame adoma mandi
na makin yoba so akwaba
kiyoba mu akwaba baby okoshe woni ni baby okoshe esi de wadwane no
ose baby okwe na phone ni ho
na phone ni ho
na internet nsu ni ho
esi de wadwane woni ni baby okoshe
no we personal development ya to why
ya te
personal development obi na ye ya
e ko be kirem
ka de kiyoba de be
kan se mo be bro so ye mo bibi akwaba de obibi ase so nyame show bibia no mo bia ho ba weekend yes sha mo hwe yi especially you driving mu ne ya na mu
asma kiyo be bisa
prophet Joyce afeno wabete kiyo ba afeno wabete prophet Major ko ye na yi kura wie afeno prophet kiyo ba wabete
samo and nice kiyo ba nso ko ya che
o ya che yo prophet Major ko ama yesie prophet Major aye na yi. Check YouTube, check GhPage TV. Production in GhPage TV, YouTube. Scroll it down Kakrabia. I think say you post no within the week or so last week. Ne a year no bibia elho. the SC, Professor Majoko. Professor Majoko. Auntie,
yeah, Supreme
Monday,
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious.
Lizzie Shito, hot pepper sauce, spicy. Bona yete, Lizzie, oh Lizzie. Lizzie Shito,
Lizzie Shito, the Shito is Shito. Lizzie Shito, overfill.
Lizzie Shito, Kasan. Please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito dear, ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce is spicy and cassava.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce is spicy.
For bulk purchase, kindly contact 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. This advert is FDA approved.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Mama Cooking Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Akosia.
There you have it, people. Lizzie tomato mix makes for tasty and delicious. The secret to this winning meal, be it your abe, in cotton coin, in crack, wukontomre, jollof, and diani bia ube here tomato mix no. Kai say, Lizzie tomato mix makes food delicious.
Can we eat?
Lizzie tomato mix, your family, our passion. This advert is FDA approved.
Yefemna na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi na kame na to na twetweme binya 3p garlic mixer no aboa me pa
Obionu asa miracle bi wadro no just mafunu kra se die sia twimi anka se me humi esisi first me humi ana esisi obeka se die bibi hye me so bi no ni na ye normal mi bibi ne ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni na obionu anka se de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi che ma yi bi anya sam ketwa ana se we de me fro aka so na me fa hye me nkwa me
me de abe fa 3 years ni ana asa me gina wa me na mu sinya hye me kwa me de ameko bi amu so much me dru abe 6 years ni o tema sisi am ya maji se ene me jaina saya le nem kumi preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni tema me kase yankupo no yam se ende ya me no kase me wa to me a me din wa me ntiase
3p garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e wo 02489288824 and 020100002
Adorful. So per company albeit me ede ho ato omo so eba no adansie ene ho dwumadie bia dia enwa ene Zion View Construction and Services eba no general building construction say yensi dan fit scratch enko na wieye na enye de wakoma pedie enwa ne Zion View Construction and Services eba no dampness treatment say walls ho na cracking ensuo elikifa walls ho tino ama apotobibre age wo dan no aboso dia Zion View samen kan show say obe apply waterproof coating e de ama external and internal walls no sene be ya wonso no obetimi afa wodan no ho afa na apotobibre nyina nso akle e de ama e biem no se ba no Italian graffiato se